All right,
The winner
everybody.
gets the show.
Welcome back to another episode of Jack and the Round podcast. It is currently Tuesday, May 16th. It has been a while since we've done this. Um, you know, shit happens. We've been busy. But we are back, better than ever, recouped, rejuvenated. We've all got to see each other since then, so we're good to go now. Um, Nick, why don't you take it from the top here and tell me how your month's been, man?
Well, pretty good. Just work.
Mm,
Had grad party. You all three came to. We had a good
yeah,
time.
had a great time.
I golfed with Jacob and Colton at a golf tournament.
Mm.
That was fun. But other than that, man, I don't really do shit. So that's been my month. It's been good, fun, busy, like you said. And now, everyone's like graduating and stuff. So like, grad parties and stuff, and But
Yeah,
yeah, that's all me, man. How about you guys? I want to hear from. Actually, I want to hear from Kyle
yeah.
because
I saw him emote in the camera.
Uh, I've been pretty good, man. Staying busy uh, with work. Um, as Nick said, we got to come to his grad party, which was off the chain. Really, a
Yeah,
really good
food was
time.
great.
Food was great. Drinks were
Actually,
amazing. Everything was good. So, um, but I'll tell you I think what my favorite part of the whole thing was. I think it was the like the culture, right? So I've never been around, that type of culture. So with the food, with the music, with the dancing, all that stuff. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool to experience it from that side of things, and then of course getting to spend it with you guys.
I
oh,
was actually the belly dancer.
I
Yeah.
I was asking her for tips when y'all weren't paying attention.
nice.
So yeah, so she was kind of showing me how to roll my stomach and shit without
Hell yeah.
all the rolls that are already on my stomach. Um, and then yeah, and then I graduated
Solidarity.
myself. I graduated myself from Texas State
Hell
on
yeah,
Friday.
baby. Let's
Um,
Yeah.
fucking go.
and then I
Did you
got
jump into the
my.
river?
I didn't actually. I
Oh,
didn't really come prepared. Everything was kind of
What?
sporadic, and then I had brand new
No.
boots on, brand new
All
pants
right.
on, brand new shirt
Fair.
on, and so
Fair.
I was just like,
That's not stopping anybody. You could just
Yeah,
fair.
honestly.
That's
Hey,
fair.
I
You
didn't
want
have
you
you've
want to
been
anything like
going to
that.
sticks,
Texas
I
man.
State
didn't
You
have
for
a
want
like
towel. I didn't have anything like that.
you've
So
been going there for like 3 years. You should have known this was like something
yeah,
like
like I
out of
said, it was
tradition.
just kind of like last minute. I was just everything was kind of crazy, and anyway, got my ring finally.
Yes,
Um,
Mm.
sir.
um, so that I think that was kind of a big part of it too. But funny story for that, they I didn't order it through Texas State, so I ordered it on my own through like the Balfour like website or whatever.
Hmm.
And so I was just worried it wasn't gonna be here before graduation. I usually check the mail once a week. They tried to deliver it on Friday the 5th, when my graduation was the 12th. Didn't check the mail that entire week, so
Yikes.
I didn't get my ring until yesterday morning.
Damn.
So that kind of sucked. Kind of, I had to wear that one on the chin, but it was all right. And
You
then
Photoshop it in the pictures.
yeah, just Photoshop it, yeah, for sure.
There you
And then I got my graduation party in the Dirty Stead um, this weekend. So I think all you guys are coming. So that'd be great. It'd be a great time with
You're
family and
damn right
friends.
we're gonna be there. Who would miss that shit?
And then on top of it all, Jazz and I made 7 years on my graduation day too.
go.
So
Let's
Oh,
Dang.
congrats.
go.
celebrating
Hell yeah,
anniversary.
baby.
So just kind of taking it
So
easy
what you're
now.
saying is there's gonna be another ring pretty soon, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
Ooh.
Cut
So
it.
yeah,
Ooh.
Cut it out.
it'll
Cut it
be a
out.
Ooh.
great time though. It's been a busy month. A lot of things coming to an end, but um, pretty exciting. So ready to see what
Hell yeah,
else
bro.
comes this way.
Cool this
Sick.
way. Hell yeah. All right, Jacob. How's your month been?
Well, I mean, it's been other than work and watching the Stars slowly but surely stay in the playoffs. Had like y'all have already mentioned, Nick's grad party. Y'all kind of highlight everything except for the most important part, the cigars. Which that was fun. My first little experience with the actual cigar and actually, not just having Nick chop the entire end off and then try to go from there.
Hey,
Yeah, so that was fun. And then played in the little golf tournament with Colton and Nick. Shot my career high, little 75.
broke on, dude.
75.
Didn't quite hit 72, which was the goal, but it happens. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm already graduated, so I didn't graduate, didn't have a graduation party, nothing really cool, but yeah, I mean, I need to go get my ring, so I feel worthy. But that's really it for me. What you going?
It's been good, man. Was a really busy last month. With spring ball finally come to an end. That was nice. I finally got my weekends back now. Friday, I'm actually gonna go home, and I'll be home till May 30th. So I'll try and hang out, do something. I'll be able
No.
to do that. Oh, all right, well, fuck you. Um, so yeah, but with coaches travel and everything heating up, that was just super busy at work trying to get all those schedules and everything made, and just kind of going through the motions. And then had finals last week, finished up my first semester of grad school, A plus and two B's. I'll take it.
Mm.
I took two of the harder. I know one for sure was the hardest class I've ever taken. My finance class that I had. I swung a B in that. I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, it's been a good month. Got to see all you guys a couple times. A lot of fun. Kyle, it was a three-man scramble. I did not have another team. So
Mm.
if I had another team, you would be
Mm.
there. And
Mm.
next year, I am planning on getting another team so that I can
Mm.
have three more of my friends out there and you can play with us.
What weekend is that?
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Oh, I think I'm busy that weekend anyways.
Damn.
It's okay, Kyle. We saw Guardians without Colton.
Yeah,
True. And
y'all
actually,
do shit without me all the time.
and
I'm gonna
actually,
spoil it right
Yeah,
the
now.
best part of
Iron
it
Man
was
dies.
damn.
Iron Man did die.
Did that.
Wow, that's fucked up, guys.
It was
But
okay.
anyway,
It was. Yeah,
can
go ahead.
I continue about
No, my
that?
bad. My fault. My fault.
But yeah, I'm excited to go to your grad party on Saturday. Gotta go get me a cut before though. I'm getting kind of mangy. Should wear a hat.
It's
But
BYOC. Bring your own cigars.
Dang.
I'll try not to
I'm gonna go grab
try
one.
not to smoke it backwards. But yeah, then Celtics made to this conference finals. I know we're about to get into that. Actually, this is a good segue into that. Celtics made it to the conference finals. Was down 3-2 to Philly. Jason Tatum in Game 6 looked like he was completely lost for the first 44 minutes. Bro was 1 for 14, and then I don't know what the hell snapped, but over the last 4.5 quarters, he scored 67 points and became the highest. He had the highest scoring game in Game 7 history. Obviously in Game 7, he dropped 51. Blew the fuck out of blew them the fuck out.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. But yeah. So got a big series against the Heat. Kick that off tomorrow at 7:30, I think, on ESPN. Pretty pretty happy that we made it this far. We should be able to. It's gonna be a very difficult series. I mean, the Heat are the
MJ
Heat.
2.0,
They
man.
do what?
MJ 2.0.
Yeah, literally MJ's son.
Dude.
It's literally NJ's son. I was about to say it's NJ's son.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the graphic that ESPN put out. It kind of reminded me of the finals, like their win percentage or whatever. It was so disrespectful to the Heat. Giving them a 3% chance to win was fucking ridiculous. Like that series this series could go as much either way as the Nuggets and the Lakers. Like that's such a disrespect to the Heat. I respect the Heat a lot. Spoelstra, I think I probably butchered his name.
Bolstra.
I mean, Spoelstra. any team that he's coaching, they have a legitimate chance to make it to the finals. Like he's a damn good coach. He knows how to get the most out of his players, and I personally think it's very disrespectful to see that ESPN doesn't really know shit anymore, but like it was kind of it's disrespectful in my eyes, and they're just willingly giving them bulletin board material, and it's like, all right, you're just trying to get us to lose. But yeah, pretty excited about the series, man. Not gonna lie, going down 3-2 to Philly was a little nerve wracking, but like
It's
Joel
Doc
Embiid, yeah, and it's like Joel Embiid said in like 2018 or 2019, this isn't a rivalry. They always kick our ass. So like, was I worried? A little bit. Was I extremely worried? It's Philly. I've never been worried about Philly in my entire existence, and I will not continue to be worried about them. Trust the process. The real process is in Boston, not in Philly.
Mm.
They
Until they
paid
send Jalen Brown
He's
to
spitting.
Washington.
He's
they,
spitting.
they paid Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler, so that's all you need to know about that
know.
organization. And Doc Rivers, I'm glad he got us a chip in 08, but he left after saying want he didn't want to be a part of a rebuild, and now 6 of the Celtics teams over the last 10 years have made it farther than he has since he left. So, I mean, that's fine with me. I don't really care. Whatever.
How
Yeah.
about the media turning on James Harden though?
Well, what, the media turning on him, or the fact that he put up like 4 stinkers?
I think it was what I noticed at least. It was he had his crazy game, and it was like, okay, James Harden's a god, and then he continues to shit the bed, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, that's James Harden. That's who James Harden's been. What?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, James Harden never lost the ability to be a really fucking good player. Like that was evident. I mean, he dropped 40 plus in 2 different games, but whenever he's been bad, he's been really bad. Like 2 for 12 or like 1 for 10 from the field. Like that was and putting Rob into the starting lineup really going 2 bigs instead of having Derek White start. And I love Derek White. I think he's great. I know. Shout out Kyle because Rob went to A&M, but I love
And
Rob's
shout out Derek
things.
White.
Shout out Derek White.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Putting Rob in the starting lineup really helped defend whatever. Tatum was actively hunting the Embiid matchup in Game 7. That's what I love to see. I think he shot 8 for 10, 4 for 4 from 3 on him. Had like 24 points when Embiid was guarding him. So that's what I really liked. Which is wild to
Hey,
say
do y'all
you were
think?
out there hunting the MVP, but whatever.
Hey, do y'all think Harden will pull out the fat suit to get a trade next season
Yep.
or the offseason?
I mean, I don't think he's
He already kind of came out and said that he don't want to play for Doc.
well. Doc got canned
He's
today,
gone.
so
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see
Dude.
that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Doc is gone. Yeah.
Doc
It
got
shows
canned.
him.
But I mean, I know a lot of the stuff is like he's linked to going back to Houston, which him and Ime would be a hell of a duo.
That'd be
Wreak
crazy.
havoc on the clubs, man.
That'd be
Retire both.
crazy. That'd be nuts.
But,
He couldn't pull none of that ISO shit though. I don't think he does it. I didn't watch. I don't give a fuck about the 76ers, so I didn't watch them. Instead of during the playoffs, and it doesn't look like they do the ISO stuff, or he wasn't doing the ISO stuff anymore. But I don't think. First off, that whatever that guy's name is, Ime, whatever the hell his name is,
Ime
I ain't gonna let that slide. And I just don't think you can
No.
do it with kind of even though they're young, like, those guys are gonna be stars, and they're gonna demand the ball. So I don't think they could do that again. But I think it'd be awesome. I don't care about the Rockets either. I support them when the Spurs aren't in, but I think it'd be cool. Good for the city.
Yeah, good for their strip clubs.
yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, man.
all right,
Good
Nick.
economy, bro.
Yeah, be good for the local economy. Nick, talk to me about the Knicks.
Hey man, I'm happy. They exceeded. They beat the Cavs. They beat Donovan Mitchell. I'm happy. He wanted to go to the Knicks. They
Okay.
beat him. I'm just saying, we got Jalen Brunson. I think what they need to do is they need to get Randall out of there because he's just a regular season merchant. And just playoffs, he was a hindrance, if anything. Jalen Brunson's him, regardless.
He
He's
looked really
him.
good.
And RJ Barrett can be good. He's just inconsistent. But he's proven that he can. He outplayed Donovan Mitchell in that first. You look at the stats, I swear to God. I don't know the stats, but I saw a tweet a while ago. The last like 3 games, he outplayed Donovan Mitchell. So, and based off of Zion being fat and Ja, who just loves guns, RJ's been the best pick so far. Just saying, man. I'm just saying out of that draft.
Jaw is a sharpshooter.
Hell yeah.
I can't
Um,
believe how hard Jaw's fumbling the bag right now. It's ridiculous.
do you think he'll be out of the league?
No.
I don't
No,
think he's
not
gonna be out of the
yet.
league, but he's gonna get suspended for like half a season. Like they already warned him once.
I heard it's only like 20 or 25 games.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's
Eh.
a quarter of the season.
Yeah, but like 82 games, man.
And one of the biggest
Yeah.
like
Almost a
attributes
third.
for fucking almost everything in the world is availability and reliability. So I wouldn't be surprised if they. I mean, I don't think they'll cut him, but
Yeah, I don't think you can cut him yet because he's still really really good. But
Now, if it happens
yeah,
again-
one more slip up. I mean, you have no choice but to. After that, so yeah,
True.
dumb.
But anyways-
I think something's wrong with him.
He just wants to go back to hood. Anyways, the Knicks will be better next year. If Jalen Brunson's body doesn't give out on him, that's a big if because Thibodeau loves to play his players a lot of minutes,
That's true.
and it wears down. So
Question
we've
for you,
already
though.
seen him. Yeah, I was about to say, but
who takes Randall off the Knicks?
Yeah.
Nobody.
fuck if I know, man. If anybody's sucker enough to get his contract in him, go ahead, send him, bro. I don't care, but he's not it.
It's crazy
Yeah,
how
but
fast
yeah.
they switch up.
Yeah. All I was told was that he was Jason Tatum's dad and all this and this, and now he's
He still is
Jason.
Jason Tatum's dad.
Oh,
because he
in the
did
regular. You just said he was a regular season merchant.
Yeah,
That's
regular
only
season
when he
merchant.
shows up. So
regular
we got
season
one
merchant.
guy. We
Regular
got one guy
season,
dropping
Jason
51 in the
Tatum's dad.
playoffs. Yeah. Okay.
But Randall kind of put his nuts on Jason Tatum. So
Congratulations.
regular season, he's
You won
his
some
dad in
regular
the
season
playoffs.
games. Like I said,
Probably
the
doesn't
Knicks
matter.
don't scare me at all. They're going to get dropped in the playoffs.
Hey, you're just
round.
lucky, man. That
Oh, we're
we lost.
lucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with lucky.
Would have been Knicks in 5.
Yeah,
If they
my
were-
ass.
Oh God.
But
Are y'all going to
Give me-
raise the banner for finally making it out of the first round in like 20 years?
I was
Dude,
gonna
I
say
don't care,
we
man.
beat Donovan
They did
Mitchell.
good.
according
Yeah,
to
that's
Nick.
it's gonna
Hang the banner.
it'll be
I'll hang
right
the
up there
banner.
next to Kristaps Porzingis won the skills competition. That banner.
Hey, I don't give a shit, man. I'll take it. Take what I can get, man. Let's hear from the lottery guys up top.
Lewis, shut the fuck up.
Hey, we
I
got
don't
a.
even think the Jazz are in the lottery, are they?
Come on now, we
I
got like
don't-
that. We got.
I don't
like,
see
we
them
have-
on the board right
We're
now.
like the 9th. Look on the.
Are they
it's
announced
on
them
the,
yet?
it's on the left board
I'm looking at the
because we only have like a 4% chance of winning the lottery. Also,
Hey, I'm ready
look
for
look
tonight.
look at
Once-
Richard Jefferson's head. Look immediately to his right. You'll see
Oh,
the
yeah.
logo. It's shining off the reflection.
You're gonna get the last pick, so
Hold on,
But knowing the Jazz, yeah, that's gonna happen.
we're getting. I don't think we'll get the first, but we'll see. But,
I mean, I don't know. Probably the
yeah.
Rockets.
probably that's why it just seems inevitable, right? Like Harden goes back, they get Wemby, they get Jalen Green.
Well, I don't
New
even
coach.
think 2 more.
You okay?
I
That's
just-
neat.
Bless you. I just don't want the
Shit.
killer, dude. I don't want the murderer.
Get the
Brandon
cat,
Miller.
Get the cat.
I thought he
I don't
was. I thought he was let off, or not.
Yeah, you got
found.
acquitted, right? Or like
No,
he was good.
He killed them.
He
Hey, he's a
didn't
shooter.
kill him.
Nah, he
didn't
gave
kill
him the gun.
He supplied the gun or something.
Which I don't see how you can't get in trouble for that.
Hey, maybe he'll go to Memphis.
I mean,
And
that
it's
would.
God,
that'd
that'd be
be
the
a
worst
deadly
place for him.
that'd be a deadly backcourt.
I saw something that said Josh would go
Killer.
to Chicago. That was like probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
Who to Chicago?
Ja.
Oh yeah, I
God.
saw that.
Like, why would that's arguably worse than Memphis?
They need to send Wembanyama to San Antonio so he can get beef up on the churros.
Yes, bro.
Hang
Shout
out
out,
with the women.
shout out Charles Barkley on that one.
Heck yeah.
Bro,
dude.
funny enough about talking about Charles Barkley at work the other day, we are like, one of the coworkers hadn't heard what like Charles Barkley had said about San Antonio women, and like we looked up like a compilation of him saying all the stuff about San Antonio. Dog, it was 13 minutes long of Shaq just talking about San Antonio, bro.
He's not
Like,
wrong.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he's hilarious. I love Chuck.
I don't like Chuck, but he's
Don't
not
like Chuck.
wrong. No, I don't.
What?
I don't like Chuck.
That's a terrible take, but
Why?
everyone's entitled to
Really?
their own opinion, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Really? He's my least favorite on the like the TNT crew.
Dude, he's hilarious. What do you mean?
It's Shaq, Ernie. What's the other guy? Bald headed guy's name?
Kenny.
Kenny,
Kenny, and then Chuck. Yeah.
come here.
You think Chuck's the bottom of the four?
No shot.
Yes.
That's
Him and
wild.
Shaq
It's
are-
between it's,
him
it's
and
between
Shaq
him
are
and
one,
Kenny.
two.
Oh no, they're so him and Shaq together are hilarious. But like just when he just be saying like Chuck be saying some dumb shit. I look at
That's
him
what
like,
makes him funny.
Mhm.
how can you even be like on TV? But
I mean,
So,
you could say that
uh,
about like any of the TV personalities.
Who do y'all have winning these next series?
Celtics in 6 and Nuggets in 7.
I don't
you think the
think
Nuggets take the Lakers to 7?
I don't think the Lakers are taking the Nuggets to 7. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nuggets. I probably 6, but I wouldn't be
mean,
surprised
say
if
in-
5.
The NBA wants a Celtics Lakers finals so bad. They want it so bad. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I was pretty shocked that the Lakers were able to beat the
How
Warriors.
did that not get?
I really wasn't, honestly. They just started
You weren't?
focusing Curry and then Clay
And
was
just got
building
lucky
houses.
that they had Ben. Yeah.
But
I can't stand Clay either, by the way. I hate Clay too.
I'm glad we
Um,
can. I'm glad we can put the Game 6 Clay shit to bed. Like,
well, Clay just started getting a little insufferable recently.
He's such a crybaby, bro. It's so bad.
yeah,
I
he's
hate
been
him.
really annoying.
And
But,
I think
you know-
Jordan Poole is probably one of the worst. He had one of the worst seasons.
I'll
this
I'll
season.
never forgive him for all the crazy ass shots he was hitting against Boston last year in the fucking finals, and then he comes out, gets paid $28 million a year, and just ass.
He got punched by Draymond too. Don't forget
I was
that.
gonna.
Yeah,
I was
bro. I
just
got
about
in
to
his
bring
head.
that up,
He lost
got in
some
his head.
coins on that one.
dude.
He's not. He of course he's an NBA hooper because he can succeed in the NBA, but he's like a street hooper. Like he is crazy.
Want to be good?
Like he is actually like really really good. It just sometimes doesn't translate to an NBA floor when they actually have play defense. Sometimes.
All right.
But whatever. What about you, Jacob? What's your prediction for these next 2 series?
I feel like the Celtics are gonna win it a lot easier than we're anticipating. I don't think it's a 3% win chance or whatever. I think that's
fine.
ridiculous. But I'm more of like a probably 75-25. I mean, the Heat. I mean, they've got Jimmy Butler, so if they're in a close game, they have a better. But I mean, if you have Jason Tatum doing what he did in Game 7, good luck.
We just got that on record. He gave the Celtics a compliment. I think the
No,
hell has
I
frozen
gave
over.
Jason Tatum a compliment.
Oh, okay.
um,
Thank you. That works too.
I still hope I hope the Celtics lose. I can't stand their fans.
Oh, I know.
Well,
What the fuck?
sorry, I can't stand their fan.
Dude.
Nah, but and then I think the Nuggets will win. I mean, Jokic should have been the MVP, but just like with Rudy Gobert, the voters kind of forget about dominance when they've already won it 2-3 times in a row. And then they give it to someone that is not entirely deserving, in my opinion.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
And Embiid did what he did, and Jokic is having an extremely dominant playoffs. I mean, he's showing why he should have been MVP.
Basically
MVP's not a
averaging a
playoff.
triple-double.
MVP doesn't really factor into playoffs, does it?
It
You know,
doesn't,
Joel
but if
Embiid
you
is the first MVP to not make it to the conference finals ever.
Embiid.
Embiid's
Interesting.
first MVP to never make the conference finals.
That's interesting.
So fuck you, Philly. That's what you get.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Jokic's regular season, he should have won MVP. He's been just as dominant as his 2 seasons where he won it, and he's dominating in the playoffs and just kind of proving to everybody that Embiid getting it was a fluke. But I mean, I don't mind Embiid getting it. Like, I feel like Embiid, if Jokic didn't exist, would deserve it, but Jokic exists, so yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm sitting Nuggets Celtics, and hopefully Nuggets go on and Jokic just balls out and averages like a quad double. That'd be sick. But
I'd cry.
I mean, at that point, you're just at the end of history. It's like, what can you do?
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
all right, Nick, who you got?
Give me the Miami Jimmy Butlers in 4.
Jesus, imagine.
No, I'm playing.
We'll write that
I
down.
will- no, no, no.
We'll write that down. Oh,
No, no.
okay.
I'll do. I feel like everyone's probably gonna pick Celtics, so I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I'll do Heat in 7, just for the fun of it, you know.
Okay.
I don't think they'll win. I'm pretty sure Boston will win, but you know, unless Kyle, are you can pick Heat or okay, all right, then yeah, I'll do Heat, just for to play around, and then I'll do Lakers in 6.
Interesting.
I like LeBron.
All right, Kyle, who do you got?
Like as though you saw me shaking my head, I got the Celtics in 7. I don't think Tatum. I'm going out on a limb and say I don't think he has as good of a series as he did against
He
Philly.
didn't have a good series.
He did though. He
Yes, he
had
did.
one
He
little
had-
stretch where he didn't do well.
He had 2 bad games.
If you're the number one
And
option,
the second game, he got fucking God, I lost my train of thought there. He redeemed himself at the end of game 6. I mean, game 2 and game 5 he turned around. Game 2 was his bad game and we won by 35. So if he has another bad game and we win by 35, I could care less. Whatever. Game 1 he dropped 39. Game 2 he didn't play great, and then game 5 where he played really shitty and then somehow like in the first half and somehow dropped 26, 18, 6 and 4. Like that's a hell of a game. I don't care what you mean. Like he was dominating on the boards and on defense. He just couldn't hit a shot.
just
And
wasn't
game
doing what they
7
pay
dropped
him
fucking
to do.
51. Best performance in game 7 history.
Anyway, try to get Colton going. I got the Celtics in 7. I think Jimmy. We all know who Jimmy is and how he's playing. But when they're scary is when everybody else around him obviously is doing very well. Which I think Bam Adebayo had a good series against the Knicks. I don't know if he has as good of a series against Horford and Rob Williams. But I think that could be a big deciding factor in the series. But I think this is the Celtics' year. I feel like.
God, I hope so.
So I got Celtics in 7 and the Nuggets and Lakers. I think Jokic has his hardest matchup in the playoffs against AD so far. But then you can say the exact same thing for AD. AD has his hardest matchup in Jokic, excuse me. I think the big thing that I saw against the Warriors, especially with the Lakers, is they got to control the offensive boards. And Jokic is a rebounding machine. You can also turn around and score it right back. So I got the Nuggets, I think, in 6. The Lakers played great against the Warriors, but I think their luck kind of dwindles against a good Nuggets team.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really stop Jokic. You just got to slow him down.
Wait, can I
Oof.
change my pick?
Pelicans
the
got
polls?
14. Oof.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Wait, I got it on my site, so don't. You're probably ahead of me.
Nick,
Wait, can I change my picks?
Raptors
Which
at
pick?
13.
I'm gonna do Celtics in 6.
OKC at
Oh
12.
wow, that was a hell of a change. Going
Everyone
from
picked
7 to
Celtics. It made me
7.
feel weird. So Celtics.
I feel like the
Yeah,
Jazz are
12.
about to get whooped. Magic at
Need to-
11 from the Bulls.
We're live streaming though.
Yeah, we're about to get
The
a
lottery for you
I'm
guys.
probably gonna be delayed. Mavs at 10. Oh, so they keep the
Yikes.
pick. They got lucky. Wow.
whatever.
They shouldn't even have that pick.
Yeah,
No.
no.
The Jazz are gonna get
Shoot.
9, I bet. Just kind of
Oh,
sit where we are.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, we gotta-
stupid.
Damn. So the opening line for the Celtics Heat is Celtics -8 for the first game.
Got Wizards at 8.
At Boston, right?
Yeah. The first two are in Boston, second two are in Miami. And then obviously game 5, 6, and
Pacers
7 are
7.
1-1.
I think that'll be a great series.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
it's
excited
gonna
for
be
that one.
it's gonna be a great series.
Magic have 6 and 11. Golly.
I think I do a commercial
You're-
break before the Spurs.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna do a commercial
Yeah.
break before the top 4.
Oh,
Pistons got 5.
that's
Oh my God.
huge.
That's awful.
I would be
That is
very mad.
legitimately terrible. Y'all are a
That
little
sucks.
ahead of me, so
That's it for commercial.
So all that's left is Rockets, Spurs, Hornets, Trailblazers.
Damn, Kyle, you're still on the clock.
The Pistons just got screwed. Okay, well there's
Yeah,
a
dude.
commercial.
Victor Wembanyama.
I don't know what yours is.
But I'm about to go look at the opening line for the what's it called?
Dude, Magic
It's
Johnson looks just like
Denver-
his mom.
Denver -6.5 tonight. So,
-6.5.
yeah, -6.5, which is kind of crazy.
I would take. I would definitely take Nuggets game in
Yeah.
Denver.
Yes, sir, in Denver.
But
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I'd like to see LeBron win another one.
I don't.
I wouldn't mind.
I need
wouldn't mind him
Tatum.
winning
I need
another one,
Tatum and
honestly.
Brown. I need Tatum and Brown to finish off their career years with a ring, and I need Al Horford to get a ring.
Wait, if LeBron wins this ring, is he a GOAT? Is he the GOAT?
Depends how he wins it, honestly.
Yeah,
What do you mean how he
just
wins
win? No,
it?
he just wins it, bro. What? He just wins a ring. What do you mean
I
how he
was gonna
wins
say,
it?
I want to know what he means by how he wins it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
they
don't know.
play the Heat again, that's
Doesn't
The
matter. A win's a win.
They like the Heat don't deserve to be there if they beat the number 1 seed in the East
I mean the Celtics are number 2 seed.
or number 2 seed. Same shit.
so they would have beat the number 1 and the 2. So that doesn't really help.
And now, yeah, so that's an invalid argument.
I don't know. I just think that there's definitely series that, yeah, okay, like let's say the Lakers come out and just lock everybody down. That's one thing. But I mean, you already have people that give the Warriors crap, right, for injuries. I mean, if you take the bubble one, the bubble was just such a strange one. Like it's not like any other championship, but also like Jimmy Butler was having to do literally everything, and the Lakers were healthy. So like, I'm not saying that it's like not worth anything at all, right? But I don't know. You beat a dude that was playing on like one leg basically, and couldn't even breathe, and nobody else was on his team that was healthy. I don't know. But something like that. If that was to happen, like let's say they got in and were playing the Heat, and same exact thing happened, it's like, it's kind of like a, not a good ring. There's good rings, and then there's just rings.
I would disagree. I would disagree in this, and like if that was to happen this year, I can understand that argument in the bubble because like you said it's just a weird thing, but it sucks we have to discredit somebody just because of something like that. Like
I'm not discrediting him.
gonna
I'm just discrediting that ring.
I'm not gonna discredit the ring at all because they beat a Warriors team. They beat a fantastic Nuggets team. The ball just bounced their way.
And
I
sometimes,
wouldn't take
sometimes that's
anything
what
away
you
from
need.
them. And that's all you need, exactly.
Which I'm not gonna lie.
Because
if
Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo roll his ankle against the Celtics, and we're not going to say anything about the Celtics when they had an easy route. If they had an easy route to get to the, or say LeBron rolls his ankle, then shit goes to shit for the Lakers. It's like, oh well, the Nuggets were gonna beat them anyway.
Oh,
But
I
they just lost the
promise.
best player on the floor.
I promise you, if somebody gets hurt that the Celtics are playing against, the media will never let that shit go. I can promise you to God right now, that will never happen.
This dude thinks that
Like-
his Celtics are the Warriors.
No, it's just the hate. Everybody fucking hates the Celtics. I swear to God. I have already seen so many tweets about, well, Embiid wasn't fully healthy, so it doesn't count. This and this and this. Oh, look at this and this. Like, they're already making excuses for this shit. Like, it's not like out of the realm of possibilities that if somebody on this opposing team that the Celtics are playing gets hurt, that they will go through whatever they can to discredit them. Like, that's literally just how it is.
Maybe.
Which, it's only okay when other teams get hurt and not when the Celtics get hurt. Because for like the last 6 seasons, we haven't had a fucking healthy roster going into the playoffs. Like,
I think anybody ever does.
I mean, the Nuggets are fully healthy. The Lakers are fully healthy. The Heat are fully healthy. Literally, all 4 teams are fully. Well, the Heat aren't. They don't have Hero. So 3 out of the 4 are fully
So what
healthy.
you're saying is the Celtics have an easy route in the playoffs right now, and you're already discrediting them because the Heat are injured. Wow.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wow. You're doing with the Heat.
What the fuck?
Heat does.
Oh, let's go!
Rockets got 4.
Bro,
Oh my
y'all are
God.
ahead of me. Y'all are ahead of me.
Oh
Chill.
my God. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Y'all
Holy
are ahead of me,
shit.
dog. When Kyle goes like this, I'm gonna know.
Holy shit.
Dude,
Wow.
how many times do I gotta say y'all are ahead of me before y'all fucking react?
The
Wow.
odds they picked over Wemby.
Or that dude just acted like they just won the championship.
Let's go. We are next year with Wemby, baby.
That's some scripted
Hey,
ass
what
shit
if
right
you guys
there.
pick Scoot though?
Imagine.
What happens if they pick Scoot?
What you say?
What happens if they pick Scoot?
I'm killing myself.
Well, I mean, Scoot won't get back down in the paint like Wembanyama will. But
Okay.
Yikes.
Let's go. Look at the last 2 number 1 picks for the Spurs. Timmy and David Robinson.
Pretty
the Jazz
decent
have
play.
never
What you're
had
saying
one,
is-
and the Spurs have had 3.
How many championships do you have, bitch?
That
Damn.
that's kind of
oh.
correlates. No,
Damn.
Oh,
it correlates,
Damn.
right?
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Damn.
okay.
I feel like you're
Okay.
just reinforcing my point.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
Yikes. That's all I gotta say to that. Congrats to the Spurs for winning the Wemby lottery.
Let's go.
Nice.
The Scoot lottery, actually. The Jazz got screwed.
Wait, do you think Pop stays now, or do you think he still retires?
I
He
hope
needs
he
to
stays.
leave.
I don't care either way.
He just needs to ride off in the sunset, and Doc Rivers come and replace him.
Fuck no. He's not a bad coach. I mean, Doc Rivers is not a bad coach.
No, he's
Just
not
like-
a bad coach.
I don't know. Oh well.
Well, fun NBA, man. What's next on the docket?
NFL draft. How would
Solid.
would y'all like to talk about so Nick, you've had the biggest by far like the biggest impact for this whole fucking draft shit. Let's hear it. What do you think, man? You got A-Rod. You got
I would argue that someone else had the biggest draft impact.
I mean, getting the 2-time MVP and Super Bowl winner is a little bit bigger than getting the second overall pick.
Oh, watch your
Second
mouth.
and third, and Aaron Rodgers wasn't a draft pick, but okay.
God, they traded draft picks. All right. You know, fine. Whoever wants to fucking talk about whatever.
Go ahead, Nick.
I'm
Talk
saying,
about,
Jacob.
talk about the
Let's
saying.
let's just do the draft order. So let's start with the Texans, and then
Okay.
whoever's next. And
I'm
then,
last.
That would be
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
It'll be you next anyway, Nick. Anyway. Texans get their QB of the future, obviously, as much as us saw. Still a Bryce Young stan. Still wanted Bryce Young, but I can live with C.J. Stroud because it's not Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, or
I have a question for you.
Hooker. Go ahead, sir.
What's the over under on how long it takes CJ to learn the playbook?
1 year.
Well, I guess no. Wait, I'll take that back. He's a football guy. He comes home to play
guy.
football. But let's
If
throw a
he
Harry
wasn't
Potter
the
book
smart,
in there.
if he wasn't the smartest quarterback in that draft room, he's 100% the smartest quarterback in the NFL. It's just me. That's from his mouth directly. You know what I'm saying? So, quoting him. Hopefully we got the QB of our future. I think Stroud is going to be a great quarterback. Hopefully we can develop him the right way, which I have full confidence in. And then I think one of the best moves in the draft, as kind of Jacob was saying, we traded up from the 12th pick to the 3rd pick to grab arguably the best overall player in the draft. 100% the best defensive player in the draft, Will Anderson, edge from Bama. And I like the strategicness we got from it because, all the articles that we read afterwards and stuff like that. The Titans had a very, very well put together trade for the number 3 pick if we picked Will Anderson second. So we still had to pay a little bit higher price for that 3rd pick. But once we picked Stroud, the Titans essentially bowed out because we got their quarterback that they wanted. So that allowed us to pay a little bit and get Will Anderson, which I am a lot of people I've actually seen some unhappiness with that. I'm all for it, especially with who D'Amico is and obviously what he's done here recently. All for it. And then it was a great draft for the Texans, man. I mean, we got a center. We needed a center. We went and got a center. We needed a little bit more playmaking on the outside. We went and got a Houston native, Tank Dell, to complement. John Mechie's coming back.
Speedster,
we got
no?
Nico Collins. Yeah, very fast. All that good stuff. And then I think one of my favorite picks of the entire night or the entire draft, outside of course, Will Anderson and C.J. Stroud, was Henry To'o, linebacker from Bama. Explosive player, great tackler, and plays D'Amico's position. So I think D'Amico will be able to kind of train him up in the ways of a linebacker. So I'm super excited about that. I think the Texans will finish 3rd this season in the AFC South, but I could easily see them being 2nd too, behind Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is going to win the division, and I think it's a kind of a toss up in the air with the Titans. I think it kind of just depends on how they end up handling their internal problems, such as Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, whoever the hell's going to start at quarterback. And I got the Texans in 3rd. If the Titans can't figure it out, then us in 2nd. And the Sam Ellinger-led Colts last.
Shit, it ain't gonna be the Sam Ellinger-led Colts. You don't spend a 3rd round or the 4th overall pick on somebody to not start. I really like the Texans draft. I mean, granted, like Kyle said, I'm a Bryce Young guy. I think Panthers did the right thing. He's the number 1 pick. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. But getting Stroud at 2, not a bad deal either. 6'3". I can't remember how much he weighs. Has a good arm. But the whole deal with Ohio State quarterbacks, he's gonna go from throwing to Mika Kuba, Marvin Harrison Jr. to, he's not gonna have the same kind of talent and the same exact system around him. But I still think if you're gonna go quarterback, you take Stroud. Don't take the guy that's gonna get the front office fired, and then don't take the guy that what's it called? Don't take the guy that ESPN really fucked over by showing him like 30 something times on draft night, just whenever they knew that he wasn't going to be a 1st round pick. Like, I feel legitimately bad for Levis for that. Like, that was.
Dude, I don't care. He eats mayo in his coffee. He deserves it.
Okay, whatever.
Disgusting.
I still feel like that's a bad look from ESPN, and which I mean that's what ESPN is about. Bringing up the backstories of people that just don't need to be out there, and then doing shit like that. But I really like the draft from the Texans. Will Anderson, easily the best player in the draft, in my opinion. If not the best, like obviously he's the best player, so he's obviously the best defensive player too. And I think the Texans weren't really high on a lot of the other guys, which the edge class is just kind of, I don't know, it's deep, but it's not full of like elite guys. So if you're going to take an edge, trade up and take the elite guy that's going to be dominant as soon as he gets there. So I thought that was a good decision to trade up. And I mean, hey, I think the Texans can probably finish second next year, like Kyle said. I mean, I'm not going to say that the AFC South is a very strong division, so you can definitely go to second. But I mean, Anthony Richardson is going to get the Colts front office fired in 3 years, so it doesn't really matter. Not even. I'm not joking either. He's going to get that front office fired. He's not good. I cannot believe they took him 4th overall. It's fucking hilarious.
He doesn't even really fit their system, I feel like.
No. And I mean, I was, I have access to PFF Ultimate, and I was going through and I watched 9 of his games from this year, and it was just like, I cannot believe this was the 4th overall pick. Yeah, cool. He's got the athleticism. He's got the big arm. What does he do with it? Florida won 6 games, and they lost to fucking Vandy. Like,
What are we talking about?
sure, the athleticism is there, but as we've seen, athleticism doesn't win you quarterback positions in the NFL. You have to be able to throw the ball. Simple
Make
as
good
that.
reads.
Yeah, which I literally saw him stare down a USF linebacker and throw it right to him. USF. Like,
So I get Richardson.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Terrible. I cannot believe they're. I mean, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm not a Colts guy.
At the end of the
I
day,
think they were just blown away from his athleticism, like you were saying. I think that's kind of where Nick was going to.
yeah, I was about to say, like, his attributes were just insane, man. Just his size, his speed. He's a great athlete. Like,
Oh yeah, he's a great athlete. He's not a quarterback.
Put him at tight end.
Dude, he'll be a great tight end.
I think sleeper Loki. I mean, kind of sleeper pick with how far he fell is Levis. I mean, really low risk pick on him.
where did they get him?
Really low
Where
risk.
did he end up?
33rd overall.
I
The
mean,
Titans.
Who?
if he does pan out, hey, you didn't spend. At least you didn't spend a 3rd overall pick on him. I think that was the biggest thing. Is it was like, why take him that high? But 2nd round is what it is. Now,
Yep.
The GOAT went later in the draft.
I hold on before you say his name. I wanted to just to that point. I kind of disagree with that too because, well, if it wasn't the Titans, I would agree because they already blew with Malik Willis or whatever his name is. Is that his
Already
name?
what?
Yeah, Malik Willis.
They already screwed up with that. So if you take, I think you take a quarterback at all, and early, even if it's the 2nd round, first pick of the 2nd round, like there's still a huge risk with him. If he doesn't pan out, like you got to go back to the guy you're trying to get rid of in Ryan Tannehill. So I think it was a lose situation for them.
Look at the situation where their current GM came from, the Niners. That's what they've been trying to replace Jimmy for so damn long, and it's almost like it's almost the exact same thing. They went Malik Willis trying to replace him. We went Lance, and then now we're trying to do it with Purdy, but I don't know.
Good pick, Houston.
Thank you, sir.
I think Houston had a good draft. It was nice to see what's it called? It was nice to see Tank Dell stay home. I mean he's a little small but use him as a slot guy and he can do good. I mean, I think he's gonna be a good player. So
Definitely good special teams player, at least right off the bat.
no doubt. And then hometown guy. And what'd you get? Like you spent like a 5th round pick on him? Oh shit. He's here.
That
What's up, boy?
Damn.
Oh,
Let's go.
whoa. Surprise guest.
Dude.
Where's your
Hold on.
face?
Hold
Yeah,
on, give me a second.
Yeah.
I don't see that ugly ass thing
Show
in
me
helmet.
that. Show me those head. That
Come on, David.
Oh,
Goggins,
wait,
let's see the
Show
bald
me
head.
that shaved head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's go,
yo.
baby. Let's go.
What's going on?
Dude, what happened to
He
your
looks good.
hair?
Had to get bald for this. If y'all
Yeah.
see me stop and I like put my phone down, it's a special week where I'm at, and we're not allowed to look at certain people. So that's why.
Can you look at us?
Yeah, I can look at you, but when that group of people comes around, it's not a good idea to have your phone out.
Probably some high
I'm
ranking
gonna
people.
yell
Huh?
something I probably shouldn't yell out.
What's up?
So we shouldn't.
So when you put your phone down, I'm gonna yell something out that I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, probably don't do that. What's up? What are we talking about?
Yeah, baby. NFL
the
draft. Let's hear about the Dolphins. Talk to me about the Dolphins.
Oh,
Garbage.
pretty. Didn't really get to watch it, so I'm still catching up on everything, and I'm actually gonna have to make an excursion because that group of people is right up in front of me. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, they're getting fucked up over there. Anyways, yeah, I didn't get to really watch it, so I've been playing catch up. Oh, my shoes untied. I've been playing catch up. I just got to the Ramsey news not too long ago. I don't even know who we picked up. I don't even know who we lost for that. I'm assuming Jones got that contract with the roster.
You lost Tua, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. But the good news is, I'll let you in. I think I saw you put it on Twitter too, that the Dolphins got the best player in the draft in Devon A-Chain.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I now remember.
do you want to hear real quick what y'all lost for Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah, I do actually.
A 3rd round pick and tight end Hunter Long. That's it.
Oh, dude, that's not bad at all. I mean, Ramsey's kind of past his prime, but anything helps at this point.
Also, I'm pretty sure Byron Jones retired because he
did.
What's it called? He said that he couldn't play in the NFL anymore because of the bad drugs they give you for painkillers and stuff, and was telling young players to not take anything that the NFL prescribes to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it. Anything to get that contract off the roster, I'll take it.
And, they would have had a nice little 1st round pick had they not tampered, but
hey man, if you're not tampering, you're not trying. All right?
True.
That's my little 2 cents on that. All right,
Fact.
so I'm coming up on where they're at, so I'm gonna put my phone in the pocket real quick and try to run real quick.
I'll start moaning really loud.
All right, boys, 1 second.
All right.
Well, that was
I'm gonna temporarily mute him so we're not hearing the wind.
Good plan there.
Think we get a little slip of something or no?
Oh God. I'm seeing a little light shining through.
I was about to say, those mesh shorts, we can see through
Oh.
All right, we're good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you stopping at Panda?
Nice.
Yeah. I'll tell you all about it whenever we get off here, but yeah.
Dope.
But yeah,
Hell yeah.
what else are we talking about today?
We're about to hear from Nick about how the Jets did.
Oh, let me hear it, Nick.
I think they did good. I mean, I would take. I mean, they didn't really lose a 1st round pick this year. They just went back 2 spots, so it's not too bad. The only downside is all the best 4 linemen were already taken by the time the Jets picked, so they had to pick Will McDonald. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. They already have a lot of the D-line's already has a lot of depth, but it's Robert Saleh. I guess he likes having a 7-man front D-line for rotation, which I get, but I don't know. I don't like the pick. But I mean, they did pick center and O tackle. which helps the need line help a lot. But fun stat about the Will McDonald guy, and I'm kind of shitting on him, but in college from 2019 2022, he was second only to Will Anderson in sacks. Just, I'm throwing that in there. But I don't think he'll be an immediate impact starter or anything. He'll probably just be in rotation, and then hopefully he develops enough where he can be a starter, every down starter. But decent draft. I don't really give a shit. We got A-Rod, so I don't really care about the draft. On the next year, man.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
point out that this 7th round pick or maybe 6th
Jack-
round, dude. And I was saying that was one of the tight ends that I kind of wanted the Niners to get.
I was
He's
looking at
athletic.
Dude, I was looking at his intangible, 6'7", ran a 4.5 40,
Yes.
fast as hell,
Who did they
big.
pick?
So Zach Kuntz.
It's probably Kuntz, but
Yeah,
Kuntz.
Probably
it's
Kuntz. Probably
but
Kuntz.
I'm
I like
gonna call him Zach Kuntz for forever.
Zach Kuntz.
And if he pans out, we can all remember this very moment where I said he was gonna be good. Well, technically that was a while back, but yeah.
But
It counts.
good draft. I'm expecting playoffs, so I don't know so that means I'm guessing first or second in the division. So I don't think
And
first
that was
because Buffalo.
division. I see. I got Buffalo, right? Buffalo
And Miami.
Patriots.
Miami's ass.
I don't know, dude. That could be two wild card teams.
Tua
Right there.
turning the ball over is.
I will say it'll be a fun division.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah,
a
no
very
doubt.
fun division. It's good. I mean, Miami's good. New York's good. Buffalo's good. Fuck New
Patriots.
England.
Yeah.
They're always
the
good.
Patriots are just kind of.
As long as they have Mac Jones.
Mac
But they have
Jones.
Belichick. They'll get them in the playoff hunt somehow. So it'll be a fun year. We'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
Yeah, who's next?
So
Hmm,
my
how many-
teams for the next
5
two.
teams?
My
Cole's gonna talk about his 8
here-
teams.
Oh,
Here
God,
we
here we
go.
go.
Here we go.
It's about to take 45 minutes right here.
So our round one, the Cowboys. So I'll start with the Cowboys. The round one pick, 26. We took Mozzie Smith, the D tackle from Michigan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Double.
I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan of this pick at all. We needed a tight end. I would have much rather taken Michael Mayer since Kincaid got taken in one spot before. And then round two, you pick Schoonmaker from Michigan when Darnell Washington is still there from Georgia. I don't know, me personally, I would much rather have Darnell because he's like a 6'0" lineman and he can catch. But if they want to keep picking the soft ass Michigan players,
Because we got your third, probably highest, offensive player last season behind CD and Tony Pollard and Dalton Schultz. You
yeah.
guys,
Well,
that was a good need that you could have gotten Darnell Washington. That would have been great.
yeah, but never mind. I might work in this industry in the future. I can't really talk about this.
Jerry
obvious-
Jones.
Obviously, my favorite pick that the Cowboys made. I thought it was a little bit of a reach, but they picked Demo in the third round from Texas. Love Demo. Loved him ever since he came out of high school. He said he wanted to play for the Longhorns when he was a kid, and he wanted to play for the Cowboys, and now he's going to get to do both. So I think that's pretty cool. I saw a picture on Twitter. It was his third grade teacher asked, they gave him a paper, said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And he said he wanted to play for the Cowboys. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm pretty happy he's going to be with the Cowboys. And then I don't know, picking Deuce Vaughn in the 6th round. I thought that was kind of cool to see his dad and say, "Hey, you want to come to work with me on Monday?" I thought that was cool. I mean, he's 5'6". He's good or okay.
Do you think it was just a pick for his dad, or
Probably.
why?
I
Why
mean-
not just use that pick though on somebody that you think could actually? I
It's the
hope that
sixth-
he can actually make it, but
It's the 6th round. I mean, it doesn't at that point. It's whatever.
I
They
don't
do need
know.
a running
I
back.
disagree because if I'm
see.
drafting, I'm not gonna pay anybody just fucking money to pay money.
I mean,
would
I hope
for
he
you
does
to.
good.
I have some foreseeable future for you playing for my team. I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
just
he's
doing
gonna-
it for the feel good.
He's probably going to be RB2 next year because Zeke got cut, and Tony Pollard's
coming
going to
back.
be. Hey, we'll see. I mean, if he
RB2
wants to come back,
being Deuces, eesh.
if he wants to come back on a more team friendly contract, I'm all for it.
I think he will because nobody else is gonna want him.
Yeah, nobody. I mean, his contract is kind of ridiculous.
The one pick that I did like from the Cowboys, though, if I'm not mistaken, they got one of the Fajokos, right?
Yeah,
whichever
for
currently-
Viliami Fajoko Jr.
Yeah, any Fajoko is a good pick, in my opinion.
Hey, I hope you're right. I mean,
They
that's
always
fine with
ball
me.
out in college.
Yeah,
Just huge dudes.
but
Huge.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Cowboys draft, so. But that's why they get
At
paid the
least you
big
got,
bucks, I guess.
hey, good news. You got another
6
set
more
of
to choose
drafts.
from. Oh.
All right, moving on to the Saints. Brian Breesy, D tackle from Clemson, is the first round pick. I mean, okay, I guess
He's
Cool.
good. He's decent.
he's all right. I mean, yeah, he's good, but could you have got him at pick 40? Probably.
They liked him, I guess.
don't know. That's another one where I probably would have went tight end there but I mean,
You got the
sign-
football player to play tight end.
that is true. And then Kendra Miller in the third round, I didn't think that was a bad pick. I mean, Kamara might be suspended, and
He will.
so you're kind of gonna need an RB2 behind who did we get? Jamal Williams, which I thought was a really good pickup. Here's a fun fact about the Saints now. With the addition of Jake Hayner, they now have 3 quarterbacks from Fresno State on the roster. Like, what are the
Interesting.
fucking chances of that?
They have a type.
Yeah, they sure do. I don't really know much about the safety from Minnesota or the tackle from ODU that they got, but I do know the wide receiver that they got from Wake Forest, A.T. Perry. I liked his game when he was in college. The soft mesh that Wake Forest runs is a really interesting offensive concept that was, I don't know, it's fun to watch. And I mean, the kid, he balled out. I mean, he caught a lot of passes, got a lot of yards, had a lot of touchdowns. So we'll see. I mean, this is another one of those drafts that's just kind of okay. Sure, we'll go with that. But I mean, the Saints, the NFC South is disgustingly bad. So they probably should win the division. The Bucks, I mean, who are they going to roll with at quarterback? Baker, Kyle
Kyle
Trask.
Trask.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, cool. The
Jameis
Panthers
Winston.
are. Jameis is on the Saints.
Not for long.
He just re-signed.
Trade.
Trade.
To the Cowboys for
Okay.
Dak.
Oh,
Mm.
I
Okay.
like it.
That's a conflict right there, dilemma.
like
That's
it,
a
yeah.
horrible
While they have
trade.
Carr.
For who?
He just said Jameis for
You know what I'm
Dak.
saying? You said it's a horrible trade. I said for who?
Both. The Saints
They're
just
both
signed
getting
Derek
ass
Carr.
players.
Okay.
Oh, that's
The
funny.
Texans
And you
fan
signed another
lecturing
ass
me
player.
on ass players. Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
speaking of NFC South, can we take a moment of silence for Bijan Robinson's career because it's dead?
Yeah. I hope he gets. Well, he's not going to get moved, but I hope he does.
Pour one out.
God, man.
I,
That was
as
open.
much as I dislike the Eagles, I was really hoping they would take him at 10.
I mean, the
But
Philly Bulldogs?
Yeah, literally the Philly Bulldogs. But, I mean, he got drafted top 8. He's going to make $20 million off this first contract. As long as he stays healthy, he'll get us good. I mean, you saw what Zeke did after his first good couple years. But granted, Bijan is
I
on
also
the
saw a
Falcons.
stat though that the Falcons run the ball like 63% of the time.
Oh yeah, they run the shit out of the ball.
Cordero
So
Patterson.
So, yeah. So
Who do they have to throw the ball? Bijan?
Desmond Ritter.
Don't they have
Bijan
Mariota
throw it.
still?
they got
No.
Mariota.
They
don't have Mariota?
No, he's not going to start.
No, but
Ritter's
they
a-
have him though.
I don't think they have him. I think Mariota left.
That's tough.
Damn.
Interesting. But yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Mariota's on the Eagles.
Just trying to go get a
Oh.
ring. I don't blame him.
I don't
blame him, bro.
blame him.
With the draft
I
they
mean-
had too,
Yeah, the Eagles are going to win it all next year.
they're 100% gonna win it all. Like I don't think there's any question in my mind. Like I would put a lot of money on them right now.
Put your money where your mouth is. Do it.
Yeah.
I would if I had money, Jacob.
Oh, my bad. College
All
graduate.
All
I
right,
forgot.
so
Yeah.
talk to us about the Niners.
Well, I mean, we didn't
Missed
have
the
a pick till the third round. So the first day was a snooze fest for me. Then the second round, or the third round, I should say, second day, we took a safety who, after watching some stuff about him, Jair Brown from Penn State, I'm kind of excited about. But then we took a kicker from Michigan in the third round.
Big Moody.
So, yeah, I mean, if he can come in and win us some games, I'm happy. But otherwise, it hurts.
No more Robbie Gold, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's signed with anybody yet, but I think he's gonna go try to chase a bag, even though we were paying him pretty nice. Um, Other than that, I mean, um, took Daryl Luter from South Alabama. I know nothing about him, but I saw some people kind of excited about him in the fifth round. One fifth round pick that I was excited for, his name is Robert Beal, sorry. Georgia player as well. Edge, another edge guy. I mean, can't have enough edge players. And he went to Georgia, so there's potential there, obviously. And then, D Winners from TCU. And I saw,
Which I think that'll be an underrated pickup in my opinion.
and then, and again, in the sixth round for that, I mean, after watching some highlights and some clips and some kind of breakdowns for the sixth round pick, I can only be happy. I can't be bummed. But I kind of a sleeper picked. We picked up a Michigan receiver, Ronnie Bell, which kind of cool thing about him is there was can't remember who they were playing, but he dropped like a last second what would have been a go ahead touchdown. And I don't know, just kind of watched the video, saw some of his character, and seemed a good dude. Could have gone and beat himself up about it, but came back and caught a touchdown. It was something where like he came back and kind of redeemed himself. So,
Big character guy, huh?
it's pretty cool though. So, looks like you're in a.
Are you in Panda?
What's up?
He was.
He wasn't Panda.
Yeah, you got Panda.
Called it.
I didn't get Panda.
Get some
Luckily,
orange
here,
chicken or what?
orange chicken, Beijing beef, and teriyaki chicken is the move.
Damn, large plate.
I agree with the grilled teriyaki and the Beijing beef.
It's the move, dude. Luckily, out here, you can kind of eat whatever you want and not worry about putting on the pounds.
Yeah.
Have you lost any weight since being there?
We don't step on scales, so I wouldn't know, but I've definitely gotten leaner for sure.
Hell yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
we
Show
got
us a full body, bro.
huh?
Let's see the.
Oh, y'all might not want to see that one, but yeah, dude, we got done with our pool workout today. We got beat for an hour and a half, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Good times. But anyways, what were y'all talking about?
Niners have the
49ers.
best draft, dude.
Yeah, the 49ers.
Garbage.
Trash cans.
Hey, one thing I do want to point out is, not too long ago we did have a guy that would drop in every now and then. Can't remember his name. Pointing out the fact that we had the progression of facial hair, and you joining it puts you in the first spot, and the progression of facial hair is still there.
Oh my god!
So it's none,
amazing.
just the stash, Kyle's facial hair,
Whatever that is.
Colton's whatever, and then Nick's
My
entire
whatever.
beard.
Literally, the
kinda
only
sick.
thing I don't have is this.
Hey,
So you're
a few months
Amish.
ago, I was up there in the running.
Very
there
true.
in the running for that beard.
Not anymore though. That was babyface cam.
I know. Very
You
unfortunate.
can't even have stubble, bro.
Hmm?
You can't even have like stubble or like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Got to shave every morning.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of gay. Excuse my French, but yeah, it's kind of whack.
Damn, I'd fit in. I'd shave every 2 days.
I'd have to shave every week.
Shave every day, and then we got to shave our heads every Sunday.
Oh,
Man.
nice.
Yeah, which is the worst part. So whenever I got here, I had my hair grown all the way out, and then they're like, "Yeah, y'all need to shave your heads by tomorrow." So shave the head. Immediately got a mean sunburn on my head like Monday. It was rough.
You gotta put sunscreen on your head, man.
Dude, I'm not used to that. So I was like, I was thugging it out. I was like, I'm good. I don't need sunscreen. And then
Wait, like straight razor, like Johnny Sins, like bald?
no, not that bald. It's like a one guard.
Oh,
Although,
okay.
yeah, they're trying to push for us to go full bald, but they don't got me like that just yet. One day, maybe one day. I am thinning up top, so it might come a lot sooner than I wanted to. But, yeah, so 49ers, are y'all still holding on to that bum Trey Lance?
As of right now, we got him and Purdy on the team. No Jimmy G. Jimmy G is in Oakland, or Vegas, I should say.
Yikes.
Rodgers went to the
Jets. J-E-T.
Unfortunately.
Jets.
Up City.
I saw a video of him in some like Walmart jet gear hopping off the jet.
Oh, yeah?
They could have did it better than that.
You know what? You know what? We could have had Tua turn the ball over, but
Hmm.
you know.
It was gonna lead us to the promised land, huh? Just you wait.
Well,
I don't
the
know
good
about
thing about
that
Tua
one,
though is that
buddy.
his parents are still in the picture. Hey, Rob?
Oh,
Not really.
Oh,
Or family.
just family, period.
What is he?
Yeah,
But
Rodgers and
Aaron
family
Rodgers'
don't
brain
really.
is not much. So
hey, honestly, with all this speed on offense now, Tua has no excuse to not be able to fucking push the ball down the field.
Well,
Agree.
Gotta get in the gym.
Agreed.
A-Chain's gonna have to learn how to run through a little bit of contact before you talk about any of that.
You're a whore mouth, okay?
I'm not
That
wrong,
man is
and you know it. He's
He'll
really
be
good. He's
great.
a really good player, but as soon as he gets touched, he falls down.
Dude, that's just because he didn't want to give the next week's team any tape. Come on. Come on.
That'd be great if Tua can throw the ball past 30 yards.
All right.
You're giving him a lot of credit there.
By the time Tua hikes the ball, Tyreek, Jalen, and Devon are all gonna already be 30 yards deep, and he has no choice but to just throw it. And
That's
it only
all right.
goes 15.
That's all right. We can also agree his offensive line didn't give him much time.
Not at all.
No, his offensive line definitely hated him.
So,
killed it.
and to be fair, he was playing, if I remember the stat correctly, his starting left guard was ranked like 70th something guard in the country. And I'm no mathematician, but that means he's worse than some bench players.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then both of his starting tackles went down. So it's like trying to stop a wet fart, man. It just ain't gonna happen.
Oh, did the Dolphins trade for a tackle or something? Or am I mistaken?
They signed Teron Armstead from the Saints. But
And
So
he got hurt.
yeah, he was good until he got hurt.
Gotcha.
He's damn good. He's a damn good tackle.
I think they signed someone else recently though, from like the Patriots or. Let me look it up real
Hey,
quick.
all I know is you guys got Mike White, so you have God basically.
Go.
So you're welcome.
True. Oh, Isaiah Wynn. He played for the Patriots. I mean, he's a tackle. I don't know much more about him to really sit here and highlight him or not, but it's help. Former first-round pick.
We shall see. But boys, this concludes my trip on the podcast.
Well, appreciate you stopping
yeah,
by,
bro.
man.
Thanks for
Hopefully-
joining.
Yeah, hopefully we can get you back here the next couple ones we record.
For sure.
And once college football starts, we can highlight the A&M losses.
7-5.
Yeah.
But I'll let y'all know if I can drop in next time. All right.
Yeah,
All right, buddy.
Good to see you, bro.
Later,
Yeah.
guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I missed out on the saluting. My bad.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Me neither.
Wow.
Disrespecting a future, or he is in the army now, or Navy.
Burn.
Navy. Wow.
That's just such a funny video, though.
Burn.
You're literally disrespecting a future army soldier. I feel like that was Jacob as a kid, but anyway.
100%.
Jacob now.
Yeah, man. I like to talk all that mess. Anyways, back to the future Super Bowl champs Niners. They had a couple undrafted free agents that I was kind of excited about. I don't remember their names, but I was watching highlights and I was like, oh,
Nice.
oh.
Didn't
And
y'all sign that one guy that was
posted
like
his
going viral
clips.
on Twitter?
Yep. Now, will he beat out Brandon Ayuk and
Yes.
Debo Samuel? And he's got an uphill battle, but go into special teams, make some plays, then maybe you can get a spot.
Well, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to beat them out. He just needs to be a serviceable backup.
Right. But if he can just stay on the roster, he has a chance.
No doubt.
Dude, they're just hacking Jokic and getting away with it right now.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, that's about right.
They're also up by 14 right now because the Lakers can't even get off a shot.
Good.
Lakers are ass, man.
Fuck the Lakers.
Michael Porter.
Anyway,
Jokic is a beast.
Michael
Oh my
Porter,
God.
the infinite green light. All right. This is something I really would rather not talk about because I am in much pain from this. But Jacob, let's talk about some NHL, man. You want me to go first?
If you want to, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. So the greatest regular season of all time, Bruins. They decided that they were gonna do what hey, fucking Adolis, El Bombi, get fucked. Sorry. Adolis or Garcia just hit a 2-run home run. So the Bruins had the best regular season of all time. And I did say this the last time we recorded a podcast because they were still playing, that a lot of the teams that had like really great, like they were the number one overall seed, like they had the best season out of the league, did go on to lose and not win the championship. And the Bruins did that in fucking spectacular fashion by blowing a 3-1 lead to the Florida Panthers and losing at home game 7.
Panthers
So
are in the semifinals now.
yeah, but come on. You can't. You had the greatest regular season of all time, and you lose in the first round, blow a 3-1 lead like that.
They'd be like if the
I-
Celtics don't make the finals.
No, they were the 2 seed. Why? That's what I want to know. Why aren't the Bucks getting more flack for getting fucking
Giannis,
beaten
everyone
5
loves
games?
Giannis. You can't hate Giannis.
Yep.
Bullshit.
And it's the Bucks. It's not like it's a easily hateable franchise. It's the Bucks and
I
it's
guess,
Giannis.
man. Anyway, yeah. So pretty depressed about the Bruins, but I can't do anything about it. If I have to go for another team besides the Bruins, it's the Stars. So I'm glad they're doing what they are doing. So Jacob, speaking of the Stars,
can
take
I
it
go
away.
next? Can I go
Yeah.
next?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go,
Thanks.
Kyle. My bad. Sorry, I forgot you had your notes. My bad.
Yeah.
Stars will
Stars
win
win it all.
it all.
Hey,
Sound it out.
That's what we're all going. That's what we're all hoping for right now.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Now, fuck
hit
you
me,
guys.
Hit
I'm
me
gonna go
with the
Golden Knights.
why. Hit me with the why.
With the why the Stars will
Why
win it
they're
all.
gonna win it all. Yep.
I mean, the Stars are. I mean, at this point, though, it's hockey. Anything can happen. And every team is deep. But they just beat a very, very good Kraken team. As the Golden Knights have shown. What's the word I'm looking for?
Expansion.
Expansion. Yeah, expansion teams are studs. And I was explaining to Nick this the other day. Because in the expansion draft, they can only protect a certain amount of players. So the players that get protected are the stars, not the Dallas Stars, like the stars on the team, young prospects, and people that they believe are like core aspects of the team. But then they can't protect all their, there's 4 lines on the offense, 3 on defense. They can't protect all of their top liners. And so these expansion teams get to kind of pick off these players that, you could potentially have a team full of second and third liners, and then you put them in against a fourth line, and they're better than other teams' fourth lines. And even in this whole series, the Kraken were grinding. They won a couple games just outright. They were just kind of whooping the Stars, but Stars made it happen. And it's all been without Jason Robertson really doing anything this whole playoffs, which he, let me pull up my stats real quick. Where is it? He had 46 goals in the regular season. 46. It's like the most of all time for the Stars. So their highest season scoring player has not scored a goal all playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Let me double check before I say that. Sorry, he scored 2 goals all playoffs, but none against the Kraken. So if he can heat up, that's amazing. And dude, the Stars are, they're solid. They got a whole line called the Avengers line, which I think is a pretty cool name. But yeah, got stud goalie. Jake Ottinger just balled out. He let up 1 goal with like 40 seconds remaining. But dude, I think I don't like jinxing anything, but the Stars look good. Yeah, but the Golden Knights are very good as well.
They're a good team, yeah.
Yep.
Which is wild, like you said, that Robo hasn't been doing like anything in the postseason. He had like one of the greatest regular seasons in Stars history.
Yep.
And if you get him going, the Stars are going to be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping they win. Like if I have to go for another team, I'm going for the Stars. I'm a Dallas sports guy, so
yeah. At the end of the day, if you can have a team with their highest goal scorer and they can make it to the the conference finals, like you said, just if he can warm up, see a couple go in, maybe get that monkey off his back. Who knows? Might be turning up pretty soon, but got Joe Pavelski, Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnston, which crazy enough, he is the youngest player in history to have a game winner in a game 7. He was 20 years old and 1 day when he scored it. So he was brand new 20-year-old, scored a game winner, game 7 Stanley Cup Finals in game 7. I think I already said that, but it was game 7. Like holy shit.
You have Bruins legend Tyler Seguin, so that's always good to have on your team.
Okay, well, I hope he doesn't bring that aspect of it, but
yeah, me too.
I don't know. Again, it's just there's not a whole lot of weak links on the team, but again, it's hockey, and a lot of people say that Stanley Cup playoffs are some of the most exciting and honestly very unpredictable. Like I've been watching some games with Nick, and a team will go up 3-0, 4-0, and Nick's like, well, this is a game, or this game's over. And then we go back to an NBA playoff game and then come back and it's 4-3. It's like, oh, what the hell just happened? And it's a game. So I don't know. Might have to start.
Dude, we saw that fight. That fight was pretty fucking sick.
Hey, fights are always fun.
Absolutely.
Dude, that guy.
I don't even remember who it was, to be honest with you.
It was it wasn't the Stars or Kraken. It was a completely other team. I don't know. It was I don't know, but
yeah. I don't know. At least nobody likes the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're kind of cursed. They finally got good and then got smoked 4-1. So
love it. Also,
but they did make it one more round than the Bruins.
Fuck you.
Hey, don't sleep on the Panthers, man.
For the 29th year,
team.
The 29th year in a row, the Stanley Cup will go to an American team. So
USA, baby.
Canada. Suck on that, Canada. Better than you at your own sport.
Dude, hey, wait, no. I won't lie. The Oilers, they're kind of cold, man.
They lost.
They're out.
I know. No, I know they lost, but like I was playing with like an NHL. Dude, they're kind of cold.
Yeah. They
What's
have
his name? Connor McDavid, dude.
Dude,
Insane, bro.
they showed a stat of in the playoffs, the top 5, I don't think it was goal scorers, but it was points, which means goals and assists. The Oilers had 3 of the top 5 and they got eliminated.
Wow.
Damn.
Playoff
Makes sense.
hockey.
Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's because they had some games where like they won like 6-2, and it was just that line getting all the points. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. I probably butchered that. But yeah, they're good, but they got beat by the Golden Knights, and that's who the Stars are playing. So I'm a little scared. But
Stars
I
in
mean,
6.
dude, I hope it's in 4 and they can rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Golden Knights series just so I can play devil's advocate, not devil's advocate, just so we
so
can
you're
talk
just
about.
playing devil.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'll go Golden Knights this series just so we can have a little banter, go back and forth.
Yeah.
Are they playing tonight?
No, not tonight. I believe they're playing
No,
think
it's
it's
the other.
tomorrow.
It's the other
or Thursday?
people.
tomorrow.
And tomorrow's the East finals.
East, yeah, NBA, yeah. Today and tomorrow's NBA, and then NHL is okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I hope the Stars do it. It'd be insane that living in Texas. I mean, oh, crazy stat I saw the other day. This is not even. It's kind of NHL related. Of Dallas teams, the first team
Oh, no.
to win a championship in their league is the Arlington Renegades.
XFL,
You're damn
World Champ.
right. Wait, 4-6 regular season. 4-6 regular
Wild.
season.
And then the
Won the
defenders were what,
fucking-
11-1 or something, or whatever it is,
Well,
9-1.
regular season 91. Yeah, baby.
Wild.
Yeah, Arlington, baby. Yeah.
But golly,
Whatever.
yeah, the Stars don't play till Friday, so I don't know. Like I said, playoff hockey's fun. I love it. I wish playoff sports weren't extremely expensive to go watch in person because I would be there, at least for one of the games. But yeah, it's pretty dope. But that's all really I got for NHL. I really enjoy the NHL, but I can't say I've watched it steadily enough in the past couple years of my life to really talk much past just the Stars themselves. So, I mean, if any of y'all have any sort of other input,
I don't.
But you know me being a hockey mogul.
all the information you're gathering from NHL from Chell 23.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
No, I'm playing.
Hey, NHL was fun to play.
It's very fun to play.
Oh, yeah, because you can just start fighting people.
I feel like I thought you were about to say something, Nick.
No, Kyle did.
I said NHL was fun to play.
It's a fun game, dude. It's hella fun.
Is it crossplay?
Is it?
I'm asking.
I have no clue.
I'll buy it and beat your ass.
I have it on PlayStation, so we don't have. Or you have
shit.
PS5, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we don't need crossplay. No, hell no. We're all
NHL,
fast.
they have the thing where you can all play on the same team. So if it is crossplay,
That would be
Hey,
crazy.
Wait a minute.
get a little.
Four-man
I call-
team. You can do that
Well,
in
there's
FIFA
5
too.
players. There's 5 players.
Fuck that. I want goalie.
You can do
Oh,
that in
God.
FIFA too.
Yeah, I'm
And
not good at
FIFA, yeah.
FIFA. I'm terrible at. I'm not good at FIFA.
I used to be good.
I've never been.
Yeah, I don't want to play FIFA. I'm not
Colton
spending
just
my money
plays
on that.
Tarkov. Anyway,
Yeah, who does that?
Jacob.
Weirdos.
No, all I play is MLB The Show. I play Road to the Show because it's a superior game mode. Even though it still sucks in compared to 2K's Road to Glory.
Road to Glory. It's
Whatever the fuck it was
called
called.
Micro. Road to Glory is NCAA.
You had that.
Anyway, speaking of baseball, Kyle, talk to me about the Texas A&M Aggies. How have they
Booty
been doing?
cheeks. Or ass, dog.
Preseason top 5 to booty cheeks, man. You just
God,
hate, you
bro.
just hate
We're
to see
booty. Straight booty cheeks.
it. Just hate
30
to
and
see it.
22 overall. 12 and 15 in SEC play. We bounced back last season after a very lackluster start. We just couldn't bounce back. Which is and I say that timidly because at the same time I'm gonna name off some of these past since our last podcast, some of the series we won or we played. So we took 2 out of 3, won the series against number 13 Kentucky. Got swept against the number 7 Arkansas
Oof.
Razorbacks, which they're good. They're a good team. But then we won the series 2-3 against the number 14 in Florida. So to say the season has been disappointing definitely ranged true, but we've had some very nice, spurts in there. Just not enough to where, I think we make a regional. I don't think we make a push in the SEC tournament much at all. I think we won it last year, if I'm not mistaken, or we got second.
Something like that.
So I don't expect that again. It would be great because Colton, you'll know more about the postseason format than I probably would. I don't think we could be in the running unless we win the tournament.
Y'all aren't gonna host a regional, but I think y'all will still be in one.
Okay. Well, I don't
But
expect us to be in it.
y'all will be like the number 3 or the number 4 seed, so
A
you'll
low
be having to
seed.
travel. You'll be having to travel somewhere and play the number 1 seed.
Yeah. So don't see it going well for us. Excuse me, but hey, you never know. So
Yeah, well, I'm kind of right there with you with LSU. Lost since we talked last. Lost 2 more pitchers out of the bullpen. So I will confidently say right now that LSU will not win the. I don't even think they'll make it to Omaha. Honestly, they just
oh,
do not have the. They don't have the pitcher. They don't have the pitchers. Like you can have all the offense you want, but at the end of the day, it's Skeens and a bunch of other guys. Literally, when it comes to the pitching, it's Skeens. Typhoid shows up every now and then, but they legitimately scored 13 runs Sunday and lost.
wow.
At home to Mississippi State, who is last, and they lost 2 of 3. They have lost 2 out of 3 the last two series. They lost 2 out of 3 to Auburn, where they got run ruled on the Sunday, and then they lost 2 out of 3 to Mississippi State. Like it's been bad, and they've been losing. They lost 2 midweek games, one to ULL, and then one to Nichols.
Damn.
But I mean, in between that, you go to Ole Miss and you sweep Ole Miss, and then you sweep Bama at home. Which listen to the scores from the Bama game. They won 8-6 on Friday. Skeens didn't have a great game. 12-8 on Saturday, and 13-11 on Sunday. Legitimately, the only way they can win is just they have to score 13 or 14 runs when it's a non-Skeens day. It's insane.
Wow.
I mean, LSU is currently second in the West, and I think third overall in the SEC now. But they will not win the tournament, and they won't. I'm gonna say now they're not making it to Omaha. Like if they make it out of a regional, that will honestly be insane to me. They just can't do it. I don't know what I'm watching right now. It's ridiculous.
What are they ranked right now?
I think they dropped to 6 or 7 now.
Who's won?
Wake Forest. Wake Forest, Arkansas. That's just off the top. I think it's Wake Forest, Arkansas, Florida, Vandy, and then something LSU. It's bad, dude. I legitimately am very disappointed. Like I don't know what I'm watching. But I'll let Jacob and Nick talk about Texas before I finish with my thoughts on that.
After you, Jacob.
Hey, I mean, from what I was kind of checking out, it seems like a lot of W's outside of OU.
35-18.
Hey, got swept by OU. That kind of hurts. I guess that's revenge for us destroying them in football. But I mean, Abilene Christian, we got revenge for March Madness.
21.
Beat them 20-0. Texas Southern, 18-3. I mean, we were beating like gods out here. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. Who we got? West Virginia soon, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
think it
We have the
starts
series against
I think West Virginia is number 6 and LSU's number 7.
Gotcha.
Oh, so that's a lot.
And so then whoever would so with like Big 12 championships, is it just they take the top 2 teams or is it a playoff?
No, it's a full tournament of 10.
Oh,
Or
gotcha.
Oh, sick.
Iowa State doesn't have baseball, so at 9.
They don't
So
have baseball?
would number 1 like
Mhm.
get a bye or something? Or how's that work?
No, number 1 or so the 2 teams that are in last will play, and then whoever wins that plays the number 1 seed. Loser
Oh,
plays
gotcha.
whoever loses the. I don't know. I'd have to
Is
look
it
it up.
double elimination?
Yeah, it's double elim. Everything from tournament now, so like regional, super regional, Omaha, everything's double elim from now on. Conference tournaments, everything is double elim.
Gotcha.
Like each tournament or just like total
Each
equivalent?
each tournament.
Each
So
tournament.
the Big 12 tournament will be double elim. Regionals are double elim. Super regionals double elim. Omaha is double elim.
Oh, that's easy, dude. You get 2 chances.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Easy peasy, man.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
so easy. It happens every year. Dude, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Took a while. I just had to think about it. But yeah, UT's doing good. We'll see. Will they make what is it,
I don't-
regionals?
Took me a minute. Took me a minute.
They'll
I mean, they'll make a regional. They're not going to host it. I wouldn't say doing good is how I would describe it.
hey man, but 35.
Getting, yeah, but they had a chance to host a regional going into the OU series with OU literally being they were last in the conference and they got swept at home to OU. That you can't do that. And then you
happens
go
to
out and you lose. Let's see.
Hey, you want to know the good thing though?
They took. Go ahead.
One of the games it was 1-2. So got what LSU?
It 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 doesn't matter honestly. I mean, it took 2 or 3 from TCU, took 2 or 3 from Kansas, which is ridiculous. You got to sweep Kansas, and then they just won 2 or 3, which should have been a sweep over San Jose State. Um, I don't know. I think they could maybe make it out of a regional. It just depends on who they draw, but they're they're kind of in the same boat as LSU right now. The starting pitching is just not there, and the bullpen has been atrocious. And from I haven't been able to watch a lot of the games, but from what my buddies that are like huge UT baseball fans have been saying, like Pierce has been making horrible decisions and all that kind of stuff. So it's we'll see. I'm not I'm not sold on how the UT's doing. They're blowing the games that they absolutely shouldn't in true UT fashion. Um, I think they're going to get swept this weekend against West Virginia. I don't think that they're going to win a single game.
Like the
If they do
positivity.
win all 3, and Oklahoma takes 1 from Oklahoma State, so Texas sweeps West Virginia. Oklahoma takes 1 from Oklahoma State. Texas will win the Big 12. Anything other than that, they don't.
So you're
They
saying
will
there's a
win it.
chance.
Yes, there is. There's absolutely a chance, but I personally think West Virginia is going to come in and beat the shit out of them this weekend. So
So
it
See.
would suck. I don't want it to happen, but it's what I think is going to happen. So which I don't know everything. So hopefully I'm
valid
right.
point.
But yeah. Speaking of a Texas team, Jacob, what you got for me with the Rangers?
Hey, a bunch of series where they're just winning 2, dropping 1. Just got smoked by the Braves last night. But they're up right
That's
now.
Yep.
Up what 3-1?
Yes, 3-1. Getting smoked by the Braves last night doesn't really surprise me because called Cody Bradford up from AAA to make his first career MLB start against the fucking Braves. Like that, you're just setting my guy up for success or not success. You're just setting him up for failure. Like that was if I was him, I'd just be like, really, you couldn't bring me up over the weekend to start against the Athletics, you know. You had to start me against probably the best team in the NL. and maybe the best team in the whole league. But, you know, it gave everybody a chance to get some rest and yeah. But continue. You can go ahead.
No, I mean that's really all I got, honestly. Haven't really been keeping super close track of the Rangers in general. To be honest with you, kind of been eyeballing um, the wins losses. Really, it's probably not the greatest. Not being a great fan, but yeah, I haven't really sat down and watched a game since we all went to that one together, which was fun.
Lots of fun.
But yeah,
I'll go ahead. So we had the Yankees come to town for a 4-game series. Took 3 or 4 from them. Sorry, motherfuckers. I don't know why you would root for them.
Dude,
Whoever
that was like
is
a
out
month
there.
ago, bro. Get
And
over
it
it.
was like 2 weeks
Move
ago.
on.
It's like 2
Move
weeks ago.
on. A
You
month
know,
ago.
4-game series. Usually you wanna at least split. Took 3 or 4. I'll take that any day of the week over the supposed best team in the AL. Before last night's game, there were 10 games over 500 for the first time since 2019. Which,
Poverty.
hey, okay, I'm not talking to you right now. All right, it's been a rough couple of years. Adolis Garcia currently leads the MLB in RBI, and he just with his home run tonight, he's tied for first in home runs. Jonah Heim's playing like an all-star. Marcus Semien has over 40 RBI. The Rangers are the only team to have 2 players over 40 RBI at this point in the season. Still leading the AL West after almost 2 months, month and a half. They look good. They just got to get the bullpen figured out. I swear to God, every team that I like has the worst bullpen in their league. Like the Rangers bullpen has been absolutely atrocious. They've had so many leads where if they just had a guy that they could have easily won. Like this team could easily be 15 games over 500 right now. But it's all good. They've also the offense, they're like in a run differential right now, they're like plus 93. It's ridiculous how much they're scoring. So the offense is really potent, and this is without Corey Seager, who just finished up his rehab assignment. I think he has a stomach bug right now, so that's why he hasn't been activated. But yeah, looking good for us, man. Leading the division. Obviously, the Astros are starting to kind of catch their groove a little bit, which, if you watch baseball, you knew that was going to happen. But yeah, I've been very, very pleased with how they started the season. I couldn't ask for a better start. But speaking of the Astros, take it away, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, bro, they're starting to kind of figure it out, but at the same time, we're not. Like, it kind of has that feeling to it, but we're just not. We're still the inconsistencies was killing us, and it's on the offensive side. In all reality, pitching is doing okay. Starting pitching, I think we're doing really well. Javier's putting it on. Fromber's putting it on. And then Hunter Brown, rookie, he's doing his thing right now. Hopefully he can keep it up. We lost Luis Garcia to Tommy John.
Mm.
We're
Hate to
hoping we're
see
gonna
that.
get McCullers back soon. Um, so we're gonna need a little bit of help, and that bullpen just kind of isn't doing it right now.
Welcome
I
to the
wish I
club.
could find the stats. I saw something I didn't quote it last year. Our starting pitching ERA is like a 2 point something, and then our bullpen ERA is like a high 3 point like 7 or 8, which is still seventh in the league or eighth in the AL or something. It was something like that, but it's the offense that's keeping us right. So if your bullpen is having a 3 ERA, that's great. That's not bad. Like
Yeah.
it just means your offense isn't producing, and that's why you're not winning games. And they just happen to give up those runs at the wrong times, late in games, especially. It's a losing recipe, or a recipe for losing. Um, Another cool stat that isn't so cool is that we're over 500 against teams that are over 500, and we have a losing record under 500 against teams that are under 500. We beat the good teams, we lose against the bad teams. It just doesn't make any sense.
play to your competition's level. That's Tragic.
And that's exactly what we're doing, and that's what we've always really done. Even last year, that was the same thing. We suck against the Athletics, but we'll go and beat the only sweep of this year has been the Braves,
Yeah.
which is insane.
which is insane.
Which the Rangers are kind of doing the same thing. They went to Cincinnati to go play the Reds, and they got swept by the fucking Reds. And then they come
Yeah.
back home and take 3 or 4 from the Yankees.
Yeah,
Like, in what
So-
world does that make sense?
I think it'll be.
Also-
Go ahead.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention: Josh Young won MLB's AL Rookie of the Month for April, and he's continuing to play great. My Rookie of the Year pick is still on as of right now.
As is mine and Hunter Brown.
Yeah, he's
Um,
been really damn good too.
I think
Can't
y'all's
deny that.
y'all's thing will just be injuries. I think if you can stay healthy, um, I don't see a reason why y'all probably couldn't win the West, especially with the way we're playing right now. But as you said, anybody who watches baseball knows we're just going to
It's-
continue. Hopefully, we're just going to
It's-
continue. It's a trend. We're just going to get better and better.
It's only a
Um,
matter of time.
But as long as you guys can kind of stay where you're at right now, you guys have the second best record in the MLB.
Who would
It's
have thought?
impressive. It's impressive.
I mean,
And then just as the little bit of biasness, but also just as a sports fan, baseball fan in general, I don't think you guys can keep it up.
Yeah. correction
but-
is coming soon.
If it happens, it happens. Good for y'all. As long as we get in the playoffs, that's all we need. Because then we'll catch fire, and that's all we need. So,
All-star Jomahan.
so yeah. So I'm excited. It's a 162 game season. We're 22-19, which is what 41 games.
Yeah.
We still got 121 more to go. So, not tripping.
Yeah, no reason to. Plus, you'll be getting Brantley and Altuve back soon. So, losing Luis Garcia is a big loss, though. So,
And he was just figuring it out too, dude. His first
Yeah.
2-3 starts were rough, and now I think his last 3 were he went over 6 with maybe a combined 6 hits over the last 3 games. So it sucks. It happens though. So hopefully
praying.
get some other guys healthy.
So thankfully, Jacob DeGrom missed Tommy John. He threw a bullpen session today. Everything went well. Get out, ball. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Fuck. Get in the weight room, Duran. Caught it up against the wall. Damn it. Anyway, DeGrom isn't gonna have to get Tommy John. Thank the
Yep.
Lord. Threw a bullpen today. Everything went well. He's gonna be out another 2-3 weeks. Fine with me. We're doing good right now without him. Just keep him. Don't push him right now. We're in May. It's a long season. Like Kyle said, we're 41 games in. Just let him get healthy and then let him come back. We don't need to push him to try and come in out and start right now. So stay healthy. But enough rambling about our teams. Come on, Nick. How are the Yankees doing? I know came into Arlington, lost 3 or 4, but
And so my ESPN app decided to update, so I don't know. But last time I checked, they were like 24-19, and they're like 4th in the conference or something like that. 4th or 5th. So it's playoffs, man. I don't give a shit. So they're doing all right. Like Kyle said, long season, 100.
no, you're
More
4th or
games.
5th in your division, not the conference.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll talk about the Yankees for you a little bit, Nick. Give you some insight. Y'all fucking suck.
okay.
I'm playing. Y'all have a better record than us, but y'all's division, bro, this year is
It's
nuts.
ridiculous.
Nuts.
It's so dumb.
Like, who would have had first off the Rays starting 18-0 or something like that?
That was crazy.
They're sitting at 31-11, and who the hell would have thought the Orioles would be in second place right now at 27-15? So
Long season. They won't
nuts.
last.
Everybody
built
in
to last.
everybody in y'all's division has a winning record.
And Judge is figuring it out right now. He just hit another home run. I think that's like 5 in
I
the
would
last
like to
4 games.
I like to speak on that too, because I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Guy, he's up there batting, he's up
Oh, and
watching, and he just looks over at the dugout, looks back.
He's all. I mean,
It's a
I have
home
a
there's nothing
run.
wrong
couple.
with that.
I have
It's a
a
home run.
couple of
It's a home
takes on
run.
it. you also left a slider over the middle of the plate to a guy
Yeah.
who had 62 home runs last
100%.
year.
100%. That's what I'm saying. What you guys thought.
Also the pitch clock is over there, and I
in,
think
in the dugout.
in his direction he was looking, you don't know exactly where he was looking.
Pretty sure
The pitch clock,
I'm
the
pretty sure
pitch clock
behind
is
him.
well, the pitch clock is to his right, so he can see it too, because he has to be able to see the pitch clock.
It's on the scoreboard.
But also, um, I saw I didn't do a Reddit dive, but I saw on Twitter that the Yankees had figured out that the Manoa or whatever his name is was tipping his
Mhm.
pitches,
Mhm.
and so as you know, in the World Series, Bryce Harper figured it out that McCullers was tipping his pitches, and then because he hit a home run, Alec Baum hit a home run. When you figure out a guy's tipping his pitches, that's not cheating. So, I mean, if they figured out he was tipping his pitches, I mean,
What does
don't tip your pitches.
again? I'm not saying, I'm not by any means saying he was cheating, right? Who am I to talk about cheating? But like, if you're tipping pitches, why? Like, there's no reason to look in the dugout. Like, you're not going to look in or in that general direction to understand to know that he's tipping pitches. So like,
Well, the first base coach has a lot to do with tipping pitches too, because he'll like if he goes like this and it's fastball, if his hands are by his side, it's a breaking ball, stuff like that. I mean, it's just this is just stuff I read. I mean, it is a little suspicious. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I know the Bleacher Report sent me something earlier. It said they're not gonna do an investigation into it, which I don't think they should. But it was really weird. Whenever I watched it, it was kind of like,
and I think it's just
uh,
like it's just a coincidence, maybe. Like you said, that he just happened to look over, and then. But I think his excuse, because he came out, I don't know if it was like a fake report. Oh, my teammates were chirping me.
Yeah,
Like
that's
what he
what.
said.
we were like that's dumb. That, if anything, makes it more suspicious.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that.
Maybe they took a
But I
play out of
agree.
the old Astros handbook.
Hey, dude, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Exactly.
I hate that shit so much.
So,
I mean, it's not working because they're not winning. So
exactly.
no harm, no foul. You know.
Everybody's hitting home runs, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Alex Manoa has been so awful this year. It's not even funny.
Yeah, he ain't been good.
But yeah, great baseball talk. All right, Nick. So, would you rather for tonight? I'm ready for it.
All right, this one, I think it'll. I don't know. It made me think. All right. So you have the power to turn into any animal, right? But you turn like when you turn to that animal, your mind also turns into that animal. Like if you turn to a dog, you're gonna act like a dog, and you have to stay as that animal for at least 1 hour before you can change back into you, right? So like if for some reason you turn into a fly and you get whacked, you're dead, right? And like you can't change it back and all that. Or you can have any other like superpower you want, but the total amount of hours you use, it gets taken off of your total life. And you have to use it at minimum 10 hours a week. I did the math. That's 21.67 days a year at minimum. You could use it more, doesn't matter, but you'll at least use it 10 hours a week. So at least 22 days a year is getting shaved off your life. Which one would you rather do?
What if my superpower is invincibility?
Invalid.
So I just broke the system.
Okay,
That's a good one.
I'm gonna be the dumb one, and I'm gonna ask you to repeat it one more time.
Okay, so you have the power to turn to any animal you want, but when you turn into that animal, you have to be that animal for 1 hour, and your mind is that animal. If you turn into a bear, you're just a bear, and then after the hour, then you can turn back. Or you have
One
any
time?
power you want. No, like as many times as you want, but like when you turn into that animal, you have to stay that animal for 1 hour.
Okay.
Or you have any power, but it shaves off your life. The amount that you use it shaves it off, and you have to use it 10 hours a week.
I got my answer. I'm going superpowers. Okay. Superpowers are cool. And we're not facing any sort of maybe there are some aliens out there, I don't know. But like what I would be using it for would probably be stupid stuff anyways. Like if I could fly, I would just like do a real quick flight to like France or something and go visit or something, you know? But I feel like a superpower would be cool. I'm
But
going
like you have
superpowers.
to use it at least 10. Like you have to use it 10 hours a week. You have to.
That's fine
Like
with me.
it's odds are you're gonna use it 10 hours a week.
But I can
I would
control
doubt
when I
use-
use it.
Can you
Yeah,
use
yeah,
all
yeah.
10 hours at one time?
Well, that's a
It
minimum.
just does. You have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it 10 hours a week. It's like a work week. You have to do 10 hours a week.
Yeah, I'd probably take the superpowers. I don't know though. It would be a lot of fun just to go be a bear and just go sit in a river and eat fish. That sounds fun. Like just chill, just hang out.
Well, you
Just
think about it, like,
in,
alright,
just in the backwoods of Alaska, nobody's around. You're just chilling. You know, being a Kodiak bear. I mean, that would be pretty fucking sick. But
it'd be cool.
But would you just
think
turn
I'm
into
gonna-
the animal in your living room? Like I'm just sitting here, and then
You could like you have the power to turn into the animal whenever you want. Like you can choose whenever, but the thing is,
I'm
when you
doing-
turn in, you have to stay the animal at least 1 hour.
I think I'm doing the animal,
Really?
and I just came to my
Why?
mind right now. I think I would be
Wow.
a bald eagle.
oh,
Just
Cool.
take off,
America.
dude. Right off the balcony. Take off for an hour, dude, and just fly to fucking who knows where. Hey, I had to stay an hour so I can go as far as an hour can take me, and then come back in one direction and go the next.
You
day,
can
next
you can
day.
go longer than an hour. It's just you have to at minimum an hour.
you
Quick
don't
question
have
for you
the
though.
brain power.
How do you have the brain power to know it's been an hour? Animals sometimes they probably don't have a watch.
That's the one thing you can tell. You can tell time. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's the one thing that
Yeah.
your human mind's like.
Throwing a
You're like,
little
all right,
bylaw in there.
I'd
Yeah,
say the
that's-
eagle because who the fuck's gonna kill an eagle?
Nobody.
If I
It's
get,
a
if
federally,
I, yeah, it's a federal
federally
offense.
protected deal.
Exactly.
Well, it's
Boom.
also a federal offense to shoot people, and people do it all the time.
Okay, well,
That's true. Well, nobody would shoot me in San Marcos, so hopefully. not.
I'm
I
gonna
say that.
go. I'm gonna go superpower. I'm gonna go superpower.
Superpower as well.
but you think about
It
it.
is
22 days.
very
That adds up.
it is very intriguing to just go be a bear in Alaska, just be by myself and not have to think about like world issues.
Well, and
One of
even
the things that's steering me away from the superpowers is like, so say I do super speed or flying or super strength. Like, how many times are you going to use that unknowingly? You know, like I could just, man, I really want to go to, I don't know, fucking like Jacob said, France.
even if you
And it's
have like
oh, it's
super
gonna take me a
speed,
couple hours to get there.
even then though, like if you have super speed, like you'll get to your destination so fast.
But you're gonna be doing it so many times, like you're like you could lose track, and then boom, next thing you know, you've shaved off years of your life.
I don't know, but even like thinking that he said the minimum would get you to
The
20,
minimum
what did he
has
say,
to
22 days a year.
Yeah, it's 22 days a year minimum.
Okay, so even then, it's 365 to get to a year. That's what, like over 10 years. It's like 15 years. It's gonna take you 15 years to knock a year off your life. So if you do the minimum, you're chillaxing.
But who also says you're gonna live that long?
Nobody.
When your time comes, so you could be like
Even-
you could be flying, and then as soon as you land, boom, hit by a truck, you're dead. And
That's not my
I'm over
problem
here.
anymore.
I'm
That's
over here in
life.
San Marcos as an eagle, just like laughing.
And then boom, you fly into a plane and
No,
you
I'm
get
not dumb.
eviscerated.
I wouldn't fly into the plane.
It's not
If
your
you're
brain.
a bird, you don't have your
The
brain.
eagle.
Birds are not gonna fly into a fucking plane. An eagle.
happens
Tell
all
the
the
ones that
time.
did that to yeah,
Dumb birds. Dumb
So
birds.
what about
Not an
Sully?
eagle.
yeah,
Not an eagle.
yeah. That's fair. Eagles are pretty smart.
Eagles are smart, bro.
Well,
I'm not gonna go near a fucking.
And you get
plane.
like like if you were a bat, you'd get like echolocation and shit. Like you would get their things too. Like
Bro, you know
like you
what?
said, like you're not just gonna fly into a wall or something. You're
Fuck
act like an
this.
eagle.
I'm turning into a fucking great white. I'm going with Kyle. We're going with the animal. I'm turning into a
Yeah.
great white, and I'm just gonna be that fucking guy.
Until you get
Okay.
harpooned.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'll be all right.
yeah, until you have me with my Aquaman powers coming on there and
Stabbing you with his
man.
pitchfork.
But you can communicate with me. You would know it was me. Why would you want to do that?
I tell you to jump out the water and stay out the water.
Whoa, it's fucked up, man.
Superpowers gonna win.
I'm just gonna turn back into myself on land and just be like, hey man, where you been?
But I can control you. I can control your mind. So I'm telling you, you have
And
no
then I'm just gonna
power.
turn back into whatever.
Well, if it's less than an hour, then you can't.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
If you get there in less than an
I
hour,
don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever Jacob wants me to for an hour, I guess, as a shark.
whoa, pause.
Wait a minute.
As a shark?
Wait a minute.
As a shark?
I'm gonna edit that shit down.
Oh my god.
All right, so final answers: Kyle, Colton, Animal, Jacob. You're
Yep.
doing superpower.
Great white, baby.
What are you
Okay,
doing, Nick?
swords.
I'm doing superpower personally.
What's
I just
your superpower?
I like,
Can you choose
Yeah,
a superpower like right now?
dude, and you can have you can have all the superpowers. You can use literally anything you want.
Oh yeah, see, I'm telling you, you would get in trouble too quick. You're
Yeah.
gonna start using all of them bitches up, and the next thing
You
you
can have
know,
super strength, super speed. You can fly, lasers, fucking anything you want.
I would
I
just
could
be running
basically-
for fun. I would see how long it would take me to run across the world, and then boom.
But if you're super speed, it'll take you like 45 minutes.
Okay, here comes Mr. Fucking Technical. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm gonna use it a fucking shit ton. Doesn't matter how long it takes me. The less amount of time it takes me, the more fucking time I'm gonna use it.
This is just like the LeBron MJ argument. MJ's the right choice. Y'all are just trying to talk yourself into LeBron.
No, I just want to be chilling as a shark, dog. I want to go eat a tuna or something.
Yeah, tuna. They can eat more than that.
All right. Nick, that was a great would you rather.
I like that. Yeah, it's good.
That's great. Go Leote. Go Leote. Go Leote. Fuck, he was out. Oh, they called him safe. Oh, he dropped the ball. Get fucked. Attaboy, Leote. Safe. Attaboy, Marcus. Let's go. The
Hell
Seaman
yeah.
Demon just busted on your franchise.
All right.
Who's
What did he say?
Marcus Simeon.
the semen demon?
I got it. Yeah.
So Jacob, what's your special topic for tonight?
Okay. So, let me introduce it this way. All right. We spent a lot of time today talking about the NFL draft, right? I think one of the best things about the draft is you have you have like three things, multiple things that can happen, but two big things, right? You can either go out there and, draft someone like, Nick Bosa, where it's like, damn, he's the staple of your franchise. We made the right pick. Then you have people like, the playbook,
Hey, yo.
the playbook person, Jamarcus Russell, right? So you can have draft busts. So I'm curious to see if y'all have. I mean, even if it's not like the conventional, like for the Niners, right? The big guy is AJ Jenkins. Everybody hates on him. I mean, obviously he was probably the biggest bust in Niners franchise history, probably. But I'm just curious if y'all have anybody that kind of sticks out. Like for me, again, I'll go first. I actually have two in there, both from the same draft. So the 2017 draft, we go and take Solomon Thomas, where he didn't get the right. I think it was a lot of things happened. I think he was used incorrectly, as well as he was taken too high. They took him like third overall or something like that. And that was a reach. Even like when they first took him, I was just like, who? If you're picking someone top five, I shouldn't have a who moment. And then in that same draft, we traded back up, got Reuben Foster, which insane athlete, great linebacker. He just had some off the field issues that, I think maturity probably affected. But that's kind of mine. AJ Jenkins is the obvious one for the Niners. They took him in the first round, and he played like 4 games for him, and fumble and would get pushed around at the line.
What about Alden Smith?
That's not a bust at all. That's just a player that didn't pan out. It's similar to. It's similar to Reuben Foster, but he came in and was lighting the league up for years. And then had
how long? How many years was he before?
Probably 4 or 5 years. That's.
Oh, I thought he was maybe 1 or 2 before he started doing the off the field stuff.
Because I mean, it was that Kaepernick team, right? I mean, shit. I'll look it up real quick. And I mean, he was insane. He was like, breaking records borderline. Let's look up his stats real quick. Let's see.
Also, side note, in the first half, Nikola Jokic had 19, 16, and 7.
Yeah.
That's weak.
I would
MVP
like
numbers.
to point out that I also said that in our NBA talk that the difference was going to be stopping the offensive rebounding. And I just watched a highlight of him getting 4 and score right after getting them, which I also said. So
Yeah, he's a
Okay, his first year he had 14 sacks. Second year he had 19 and a half. And then 8.5, but he only played in 11 games. And then 7 games, and he only had 2 sacks. And then he left.
So even then, I mean, that's 3 years of insane production. Where if the Niners could have just won a Super Bowl, you cannot argue. I mean, he was a key part of a scary defense. Reuben Foster was not a key part of a scary defense. Defense was really good, but that was not quite this current Niners defense that they have now. If he could have not had issues, imagine Reuben Foster with Fred Warner. Oh my God! But who knows? We might not have Fred Warner if Reuben Foster pans out. So,
dude, watching Reuben Foster in college was just
he was an
God.
animal, bro.
Like,
dude, I can't remember who they were playing. Where he was on kickoff, and he came down. And I don't even remember who it was.
I think it was this. Wasn't he the one that hit Speedy Noel?
Speedy Noel.
Yeah, that was just
brutal.
Didn't get flagged. Dude,
it was a solid hit
with his head.
Hey,
solid head to head.
Legal.
Dog hit him in his straight, like right in his temple.
Speedy Noel was never the same.
I've never seen a more targeting play than that play right there.
Yeah, straight
never.
Up.
I don't know. I mean, it looked pretty clean. I could even go back and watch it right now and probably be clean. But no, I mean, Reuben Foster, if he would have panned out, would have been ridiculous. I think if Solomon Thomas would have been used correctly, would have been better. I mean, right now he's on the Jets. He's kind of seems like he's found a place for himself, which is good. But AJ Jenkins is kind of like the stereotypical Niners bust pick. I guess. What about you, Kyle? Start off with Kyle.
So I think I have an obvious pick too, but I think based off of what you're kind of saying though, I don't feel like you won't agree. So the obvious pick is David Carr. Was supposed to be like the next big thing.
He was, right?
Wasn't.
He got
yeah. So, but the one I'm going to say, which obviously I wouldn't say it's a bust. I would say more so like because they kind of can go hand in hand, right? Busts are disappointing. This player was just as disappointing, really. Well, I'll say 2, maybe. My first one, I feel like nobody's really going to agree with, but I'm going to say Deshaun Watson. Because he just didn't turn out the way he was supposed to. Off the field stuff. Played great, like in the seasons he was here, obviously. Just didn't really pan out to what we needed him to be because of the off the field stuff. I'm not saying he can't get there, but I mean he's back with the Browns. He's with the Browns now, not back. He's with the Browns, and he didn't look good last year. So yeah, can he bounce back this year? I don't know. With everything that's going on, but I definitely feel like that's a huge disappointment. I feel like the other one would probably be Jadeveon Clowney. Was supposed to be really, really good. Just didn't really play. Him and JJ Watt on each side was supposed to be wrecking havoc, and it just didn't really happen. And I feel like I think he went to the Browns next too, and did really.
I don't know where he's at now. There. It's not.
I think he's a free agent. I'm almost positive because I've seen people say he should come back to Houston, but I would say those 3 for sure.
Okay. I mean, yeah, David Carr just had the unfortunate aspect of just getting lit up for his beginning of his career. which sucks.
Yeah.
Nick, what about you?
I have a lot, so skip me for a minute.
Oh God. All
I
right.
I'll
Need
do
a narrow.
I'll do one for each team. Coincidentally, both defensive linemen. Obviously, this is in more recent years.
Has to be
I'm
Taco.
not gonna. Yeah, Taco Charlton for the Cowboys, like easy. That's literally the easiest pick. Like Buddy is not been in the league for like 2 years, and they drafted him 4 years ago. Like he's legitimately, and it's not the fact. I mean, they picked him 27th overall. Like he was a first round pick, and he's not in the league. And then to move on to the Saints, another defensive lineman. Shout out UTSA, Marcus Davenport. They traded up to like number 8 or 9 to go and get him, and just nothing. Got no production out of him. Like just been ass. I don't even know where he's at now. Like he
clue.
might be on the roster somewhere, but he's not good. So yeah, great job by the Saints and the Cowboys for drafting.
Well, Cowboys are making it up
wonderful.
for it with Mozzie.
Yeah. I
I
can only
mean,
pray that I
he
hope
tackled.
Mozzie is not Taco Charlton, but to be determined.
And they have the same amount of letters in their first name.
Oh,
It's not a good sign.
yeah. Well, whatever.
What about the old Jets? I know Colton knocked those out pretty quick. So
Sorry.
Alrighty. There's a lot, but there's one. There's one that actually there's two that stand out, I guess. One was D. Milliner. He was a cornerback from Alabama. They picked him 9th overall in 2012, 2013. He was out of the league in like 2-3 years. Nothing. But the biggest one was Vernon Goldston in 2008. It picked him 6th overall. He was a D end. 3 years on the Jets, 0 sacks. And then out of the league. So that's a big one. At least the quarterbacks they're still in the league now. So
Mark Sanchez,
makes
he's
sense.
not in the league.
Yeah, but he wasn't a bust. He was good
Yeah.
for like a couple years. But yeah, no, these guys were ass. But you could also say like Sam Darnold. But I mean, he's not out of the league, so he's not like
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
not yet,
Yes.
man.
I don't know.
I mean,
No.
who's he gonna go play for now?
Nobody.
You got A-Rod. Who the fuck wants Zach Wilson?
Nobody.
No one.
The only reason I would say he's not a bust is because
But dude, it's only
He's
been
back.
2. Like that's what I'm saying. He's not out of the league. This guy was out of the league in 3 years.
yeah.
Well, he's closing in on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it depends on this year, but I think
Depends
he'll
on
be
this
in the
year, bro. He's not gonna start.
I know, but he'll be in the league longer than 3 years, I think.
I would.
Personally.
I hope so. I mean, he kind of got a short end of a Gase stick. Gase got short end of the Gase stick.
Adam Gase.
Oh, I think that's something.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you
Yeah, like
go.
crazy.
Like, wait a minute.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
the Rangers bullpen is doing the thing.
Dude, I wish one of us was a Raiders fan.
I'm glad.
Jamarcus
The
Russell.
Raiders. Yeah, you could literally just like the last 3 years. Henry Ruggs,
Oh, shit.
what's the Alex Leatherwood.
Jamarcus Russell, technically Clellan Ferrell, but I mean, he's on the Niners now. I'm looking forward to hopefully he gets a little revival.
That's hot.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's always interesting draft busts because there's a lot of times there's draft busts that like that. The two people you named, Nick, I never heard of those guys. And forgot about Davenport at the Saints. Just dudes that you completely forget about that at the time you recognize their name. But yeah, busts are fun. Really not fun for the team that drafted them, but it's fun to look back at and be like, damn, what happened? So,
Yeah. Nice.
Alrighty, well, I think that kind of sums up everything for tonight. Great topic as usual, Jacob. I always enjoy y'all's two topics. They're always great. They always make me think. Great to be back on here. Miss being able to talk to y'all. Nothing I like more than just bullshitting about sports, especially when it's with my guys. So appreciate y'all coming back out here. Thanks to everybody who's followed, watched us on YouTube and everything. Go ahead, give us a follow if you haven't. Just kind of, we're gonna be trying to post pretty weekly, but the next 2 weeks I'm not gonna be around, so it might be a little while
Person,
before we can do an in-person one. We can figure that
dude,
out.
I got a tripod, bro, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, I can bring my mic and we can set my mic up and everything. So we'll try and get
Stay
it in
tuned.
person. We're gonna try and get an in-person one done. So
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, babies.
We should just get
Live.
absolutely like squashed and do it. Like just get hammered and do it.
all right, go with me.
Deal.
But
This is
all right,
live.
I
Yeah.
talk to y'all boys later. Thank y'all for coming out as usual.